Bahuma right side. Gonna cut it inside. Looks now for the end zone.
I mean, you're better off just rolling it down the field, the 40-yard line, than kicking a line drive to number 15.
Salcido in motion. Snap taken, heaving. Gonna throw down the seam. He's got Coleman in the end zone. Touchdown.
I love it.
Look out. Off to the races. Matt Morrison. Blitz up the middle. This one intercepted. Picked off at the flat. It's Lynch on the road, down by a point. Capetta calls his own number, takes the plunge, and ends up in the end zone. Four-man rush. Throws across the body, looking for Peters. He's got him on the run. The holder is Savati. It's clean. The kick is up. Good. And good. Well, hello, everyone, and welcome here to Nashua. Nick Anastas, Steve Beals with you. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week presented by Beals Insurance. Preliminary round action here in 2023. The first round Division I matchup between the Alvirne Broncos and the Nashua North Titans. The 7 and the 10 seed fighting today, hoping to advance to next weekend's quarter-final round. Two teams, Steve, that seemingly have gotten better as the season has gone on.
Yeah, I think Nashua North's situation as far as how they've progressed. Got a chance to talk with Gridiron with Coach Zabolis, and I'll tell you, you could tell he's pumped up about his team. You can kind of feel they got everything together, as is Coach Matt Lee. What a terrific job he's done bringing this Alvirne Bronco team back into the playoffs. What an exciting time for Hudson. Really looking forward to this game today. I know we got to go to break. So
first time in a long time for Alvirne in the postseason. Yeah. Nashua North hoping to return to the quarterfinals for the second straight year under head coach Chad Zabolis.
Absolutely.
We will take a break, come right back with all the pregame festivities, which includes the color guard, the national anthem, the coin toss, and then the kickoff at high noon here at Stello Stadium. Back in a moment. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week presented by Beals Insurance. Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. Don't waste another season. Raise more funds than ever before and become another football program in New Hampshire that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today. The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. The New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school varsity and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com.
Hey, I'm Chad, the owner of New Hampshire iPhone Repair. We're New Hampshire's most trusted and affordable repair shop for your iPhone, iPad, iPod, and even Android needs. Don't worry, we're affordable, reliable, and we back our parts with a lifetime warranty. And you know what the best part is? No, what? We can repair your phone while you wait.
I know, that's why I'm here.
Oh, I know, Mrs. Green. Here's your iPad, good as new. Bring your phone into New Hampshire iPhone Repair today.
Buy local and save big. For over 26 years, Spectrum Monthly has been providing great local offers from businesses in New Hampshire and Massachusetts, delivered to your mailbox every month. Spectrum is chock full of savings from your favorite businesses. From local restaurants and retail stores to entertainment, fitness, and home improvement services. You'll have easy access to thousands of dollars in savings, including exclusive offers for Spectrum readers. Every month, enter our readership contest for a chance at winning cash and local gift certificates. Spectrum Monthly, no one brings you better offers.
Welcome back here to Stello Stadium in Nashua. Nick Anastas, Steve Beals with you. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. Preliminary round action, Alvirne and Nashua North. Let's go down to the field for the national anthem. Well, there it is, the Nashua North Marching Band with a live rendition of the national anthem, getting us set for some football here on a playoff Saturday. First of two broadcasts here on Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. We'll bring BG and Dover your way tonight at 6 o'clock. Nashua North, the home team, the 7 seed after a 6-3 season, 5-3 against in-state competition under second-year head coach Chad Zabolis. Alvirne, under first-year man Head Lee, inherited a 1-win team from a year ago, and they flipped the script. 5 wins in 9 games in the regular season, 4-4 against NHIAA opponents. Steve, we talked to both these head coaches earlier this week. They both feel good about where their teams are, and this one is anyone's guess.
Folks, anytime you want to see previews, watch Gridiron on Thursday nights between 6 and 7. Sometimes we go a little bit longer, depending on the amount. So tune in anytime Thursday and check it out live or afterwards on YouTube on the archives. Yes, Nick, absolutely. As far as Nashua North, I think you hit it with their schedule right there. The only teams that they lost to were Exeter very early in the season when they were still kind of getting things going there. They lost 31-7. Then they lost to Bedford and Londonderry. Everyone else, rest of the games, including game played over in Milford, they won every single game, Nick. And you could clearly see that Coach Zabolis is happy about where his team is right now, as is Coach Lee on the other side with Alvirne. These guys have started early. They started in the weight room early. They've worked their way through their spring training. And we thought, I think you would agree, Nick, they looked like a very different Alvirne team in the Jamboree when we saw them. Here they are today. Obviously, that was true. They're in the playoff game, making the tournament in the 10th seed out of 13 teams, Nick. Actually 13, I should say, with the 3 byes, correct. But they made it into the playoffs, and that is quite an accomplishment for the Broncos, and they're excited over in Hudson for good things to come.
That's a school that had bounced between Division I and Division II a few times over the last several seasons. And it's the first time they're back in the postseason since rejoining Division I a few years ago. Well, both teams are hot as well. Nashua North has won 3 straight, while Alvirne closed out the campaign winners of 3 of their final 4 games. So both teams used to success, at least in 2023, and this one could be a coin toss. Speaking of a coin toss, it's in the books, and we're ready to go here in Nashua. It's the first of 5 Division I preliminary round games. We have 3 contests scheduled for 1 o'clock. And as we mentioned, the nightcap will be seen right here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire, between Bishop Curtin and Dover. All right, North is the home team as the 7 seed. They're in their home navy blue jerseys with the white helmets and white pants. Alvirne in white from the shoulder blades down. White jerseys, white pants, white socks, have the gold helmet with the maroon lettering. Looks like the Broncos will receive to begin the football game. Temperature right now hovering in the upper 50s, a little overcast here. The foliage, as we know, is in full bloom here in the first weekend of November. A gathering crowd that features the Nashua North Marching Band. We heard them do the anthem moments ago. And it looks like still a Halloween theme with some of the North students as well. It's either a Halloween theme or a professional sports jersey theme, as we see a variety of different looks from the standing student section off to our left. All right, the kick will come from the junior Darius Smith. He's been a guy who has played multiple positions this season. He's handled the kicking duties on special teams. We'll see him up front on both sides of the football as well.
Go ahead, Steve. Special teams probably going to figure in this game, Nick, as they always do in the playoff rounds.
Here's Cam Drohan, the senior, going to make his way to the 15-yard line, stumble across the 20. And is marked down at the 22-yard line, tripped up there by Luke Peters, another name we'll say consistently this afternoon.
Both coaches talked about their quarterbacks and how satisfied they are with them. And, Kenaway has just developed throughout the year, really finding his groove. Be interested to see him. But this young man, Charlie Crawford, I'm interested in seeing as well, Nick.
Just a junior?
Yep.
But one of 2 junior co-captains. Here's a handoff on first down. It's Sean Boudreau to his left, across the 25 before he's met by Peters at about the 26-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup to set up a second down and 6.
I meant Boudreau, obviously, Nick. And that nice run by him, moving off to left, got a nice seal block inside on a down block. I haven't couldn't tell if that was the tackle or the guard, Nick, but nice gain. That's how they want to come out, start almost a 6-yard gain here.
So Boudreau, the junior, back in the gun. He's got a back to his right. That's Aiden Mills, who gets his first handoff of the afternoon, has a hole.
He's close. Not
It
quite.
is close at about the 30-yard line, maybe a half a yard shy to set up a third down. Well, as we mentioned, 5 captains voted on by the players on the Alvirne side, 2 of them juniors. One of them a senior, as we know, Aiden Mills. Took a year off as a sophomore, battled an injury last year as a junior, but as Coach Lee said, has been one of the more productive running backs statewide in his senior season. They stay with the quarterback, but we have a flag here, and our first penalty of the afternoon is on the way.
Always a key to a game. Offensive cadence-style penalties, illegal motions, things of that nature can really bog an offense down that comes out ready from firing. But I believe that's going to go against the Broncos, Nick.
Got a false start.
Yeah, but when you got a 3rd and 1 and you go now to a 3rd and 6 in your own end, those you'll look back and say, if we didn't do that, where will we be? So that's going to be another key factor in the game. Special teams, protection of the football, all those stats we're going to have to watch today as the game progresses for sure.
So 3rd and 1 becomes 3rd down and 6. North with a 4-man front defensively. Boudreau again takes the gun snap. Going to throw right side, and this one is dropped. Incomplete. Cam Drohan maybe wishing he could have that one back. Got his right hand on the ball, but couldn't reel it in. And now a 4th down and 6, so the penalty hurts.
Yeah, a little off to his left there, but definitely a catchable ball for sure, Nick. He did a good job finding the first down yardstick and being a half a yard over that. I actually thought he had it, and then it looked like he made a second attempt for it, and it did drop on the ground. So that penalty looms large early here in the game.
So Boudreau will stay on the field as the punter, standing along the near hash at the 12-yard line. Takes a snap, and this one barely gotten off.
Not a great kick off the side of the foot. Will take a roll, though, for
nice
the Broncos into the 40-yard line, inside the 40, where it's down at the 39. So good starting field position for the Titan offense, led by John Canaway, former BG Cardinal, came over to North in the offseason. And as Coach Zabolis told us, has made better and better decisions as the campaign has unfolded.
Sure has. Really matured as a quarterback this year, Nick. He's getting the reps that he needed. And
he's got the senior Steven Rosario behind him in the pistol. Rosario takes the tackle, but can't find any room up front.
Well,
swallow it up quickly. Jack LaChance, one of those big D linemen for Alvirne there on the stop. Just a 1-yard gain for Rosario, 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, both offensive lines only see one play, obviously, from Nashua, but a little bit of tentative start here as far as settling into the game, but that won't take long.
North going to play up tempo. On 2nd down and 9, they go to the air, and the catch is made near side. And they'll spot that upfield for forward progress. Grab made by Adrian Lazo, the senior, with the corner. Joe Navin Santana was right there to wrap him up, a minimal gain of 3.
I don't know what his height is, Nick, but he is one tall drink of water right there. He must be 6'3". He's got to be 6'3".
So 3rd down and 6. A good tackle there by the corner.
Big down for the Broncos as well here.
Canaway looking for the game's first down. Going to escape the pocket to his left. Little stutter step, seeking the stick. And he is tackled right at the 49-yard line. That is close.
It depends where the ball placement is. That's going to be short, Nick, by about 1/3 of a yard.
Interesting decision on the way from Coach Zabolis.
Yeah, my guess is he's going to go for it. Looks like the offensive unit is in there.
I believe Canaway on the field. Rosario is the back. North will go for it. Just over 3 minutes gone by, opening drive. Titans looking to keep it going. Meanwhile, Canaway may have just checked the play as he looks over his right shoulder at the home sideline. Going to go back to the line of scrimmage, call the audible. Alvirne looks like they want to bring a blitz. High snap, handoff, Rosario. Second effort is going to move the sticks. Stop there by, that's Cam Porter, one of the vocal leaders of this team. One of the 5 co-captains, the senior with the stop, but not before Rosario picks up the first down. And again, the Titans right back to the line.
Oh, they got
misdirection. Canaway to his right is going to get 5.
What a great handoff
wrapped
by
up
Canaway.
by Drohan.
A fake handoff. What a great decoy right there. Everybody was going. Everybody bought it and was able to pick up some good yardage there, Nick. I like the design of that play, and Canaway executed it well.
So 5 more on the ground. Sets up 2nd down and 5 at the Bronco 44. Opening drive, Titans go back to the ground. Rosario right side, cuts it up inside the 40.
Looks like he's got it.
He's spun down again very close to the marker. Aiden Kelly, senior linebacker, with his first tackle. Holds him short. So 3rd down and inches with the football right at the 40-yard line. Another short yardage situation here for the Titans. Canaway gets his troops right to the line. Sends Peters in motion, fakes to him, and he's going to be taken down for a loss.
Nice job. Number 88 from Alvirne, Nick.
Ryan Rochello
picked it up right off. Got it right away. Watch the movement here. Watch him come through. Great job. Got tied up with the defensive lineman. He was able to slip through. And nice handwork with some support.
Got scissored
from number 11.
By Rochello and Shane Mackey. So a big stop on 3rd and short. It's a loss of 4. And now the punt team will come on. Smith put this one up. It's a high arcer coming down. Land inside the 30. Take a bounce inside the 25. And it'll be spotted at the 21-yard line.
So give Alvirne defense some credit there, Nick. Both defenses able to, well, I mean, you look at Nashua North. They got a couple, move the sticks a couple times, but overall good defensive effort by the Alvirne Broncos.
One
so let's
first
see what
down
they
there
can do.
One first down for the Titans. And then that third and short erased on a 4-yard loss on the rush attempt by Rosario. So drive number 2 for Alvirne. The first hindered by a 5-yard penalty on third and short. Ended up going 3 and out. Going to come out in a spread here. Boudreaux going to keep it himself. Not going to get much. Darius Smith able to knife his way through the line of scrimmage and tackle the quarterback after just a half-a-yard pickup, 2nd down and 9.
Darius, great job reading, but also getting separation from the blockers, Nick. He's watched him in multiple games throughout the year, some on video, rerun there, and I got to tell you, he separates well. He's strong. He's well-based, and got a great set of eyes. It has great vision on the field. Did a great job there.
Already midway through this fast-moving first quarter. Handoff. This is Mills' second carry, trying to change direction in the hole. That's not going to happen. That's Melvin Fernandez, another player up front who has caught the attention of Coach Zabolis. Praised him when we spoke with Coach a few nights back, and he shows you why there. No gain on the play. Well, they'll give him 2, I suppose. 3rd down and 7 coming.
Yeah, tactical defensive line work being done by North right now is really solid. They got some good girth up there up front, but they've got some athletes as well. They've got some speed, and linebackers getting a lot of green space to fill the holes.
5 minutes to go, first quarter. 3rd down and 7. There's a flag on the play. This one is aired out by Boudreaux, but too strong. Intended for Cole Dion, but again, there's a penalty flag down along the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it's got to either be a legal motion or encroachment, but it went off right away. Yeah.
A sideline warning here against the Titans.
Don't know what that was for.
Bit of an unusual call.
Yeah.
But no penalty.
Probably going to. Yeah.
So 4th down and 8.
That's not a warning. That's a flag. But
there were no penalty yards.
Yeah. It doesn't appear to have been a warning. Maybe there was a warning down there. We just don't know it up here. But usually that means the coach is going out in the field on the during the play.
So 4th down and 8. Boudreaux's punt. Again, he's short, but will take another Bronco roll across midfield to the Titan 44-yard line. So a game of field position here through the first 7+ minutes in Nashua. No score. Titans will come out with a good starting spot, their own 44-yard line.
Pretty much playing between the 25 of the Broncos till about the 40 of Nashua North, Nick, and it really hasn't moved anything beyond that in this game, and we're, got 4:46, so 8 minutes pretty much, 7.5 minutes gone off the clock.
Peters in motion, Canaway on the keeper.
There you go.
The quarterback is going to find some room to his left. It's a 1st down and then some. A 14-yard pickup for Canaway and a 1st down for the Titans.
Yeah, they got hemmed in there, Nick. Pretty good. Interested in seeing this one. Yeah, 88 got hemmed in as well as 28, Nick. Yeah, Brody Orr and
Titans right back to the line of scrimmage. Handoff Rosario, bounces it outside, and he's got more than enough for another 1st down. He's inside the 20, and he's finally stopped at the 16-yard line. A 25-yard gallop there, the longest play from scrimmage so far.
They are exploiting that left side, and they're winning the battle, hemming in the defensive end, and there's nothing there off the edge when the cornerbacks release back, cover, and receiver. So they're left making individual tackles in open field. When that happens, Nick, that's never a good sign. You've got to make an adjustment there and not allow him to get hemmed in.
Following Melvin Fernandez, the big left tackle on consecutive plays. They run again to the left side, but this time
nice defense.
It's bottled up as Rochello is there for his 2nd tackle. The junior DN staying home that time.
Yeah, it looks
it's
like
a 2-yard gain, 2nd down and 8 on the way.
Rochello, Nick, is in some pain. Something he's holding his left wrist there. Or maybe it's his right wrist. He's trying to work it through, but he's staying in. Usually that means they took a helmet hit or something. We'll see what – I think that was him.
All right, North, a little different look this time. 2 backs joining Canaway in the gun.
Tempo moving up here with North.
It's a swing pass near side. It's caught by Jonathan Torres, the senior, who breaks a tackle, staying inbounds,
Boy,
and
what an
now
effort.
in the end zone for a touchdown. It's
What
a
an effort.
14-yard touchdown toss from Canaway to Torres. And just like that, the Titans cap off a 59-yard drive with 6.
Torres did a great job there, Nick. Kind of juked him. You're going to see this on replay. What a nice pass by, or a lateral pass by Canaway. Nice cut inside, knows got great vision, knows he has to go outside, and then watch him just pull it in here. That happens in January, February, March, and April in the weight room, Nick. That's great effort by him, and he's got his team a touchdown.
Extra point, though, is no good. So it stays 6-0 with 3:15 remaining in this first quarter, as the Titans capitalize, officially a 56-yard drive.
Yeah, all done, mostly on the left side, Nick, working their way down the field, able to pinch in and control the edge on the left side with some large swaths of running, and that sets up like the play call, go the other way, get it out wide quick, and allow Torres to use his magic there to work his way in the end zone. This is just a great – look at the cut. 26 did what he had to do, but it looked like the linebackers were a little too far back, and they weren't able to close the gap that he was able to sneak through, and that extra effort pulling while he's getting pulled behind from the shirt, just powering his way through is impressive. Nice drive by the Nashua North Titans.
It's capped off with a 14-yard hookup between Canaway and Torres. So Alvirne in an early hole here on the road. With just over 3 minutes to go in this first quarter, the Broncos trail by 6, trying to jumpstart the offense with the upcoming drive after the first 2 possessions ended with 3 and outs.
Yeah, they just kind of broke. You wonder if that's adjustments coming down from upstairs, Nick. Oftentimes when you see a sudden burst of plays that are put together where they're able to gain large swaths of yardage, that usually means they saw something upstairs and they exploited it. So good job from top to bottom by the Titan staff.
Smith with a bouncer that's headed towards the sideline. It's going to roll out of bounds and draw the flag from the official. So illegal procedure on the way against North. It'll be the first penalty against the Titans. We hear again from our referee, Steve Hall, head of this 5-man officiating crew, one of the best in the state, frankly, one of the veteran referees.
No doubt about that.
On hand here this afternoon.
Well, my understanding was there was some trying to move some games around as far as times, but I guess the referee situation is still a challenge. So if anybody's watching the game, is interested in being an official next year, by all means contact NHIAA, and they'll show you, lead you forward and guide you on how to get that done. But we certainly need more strong officials for sure.
1st and 10, blitz coming off the far edge. Handoff is for Mills, trying to bounce it left side, cuts it inside, and then is spun down after crossing the 40 at about the 41.
Yeah, it wasn't really much there.
Third carry there for Mills, his most productive, a 7-yard pickup, and a 2nd down and 3 coming.
Yeah, nice job weaving his way through. Watch here. Take whatever's there, every single play, get what you can, and that's exactly what he did.
Peters with the stop, his 3rd tackle here early.
Coaches love 2nd 2s and 2nd and 3. Or offensive coaches, anyway.
2nd and 3. There's a wing back to the right, Mills the back to the left, but somebody jumped up front.
Yeah.
Looked like the left tackle went early. That's Andrew Dealey, the junior.
Yeah.
That's the 2nd procedural penalty we've seen now against the Broncos.
Yeah, at critical times. You got 2nd and 3. Before it was 3rd and 1.5, I think it was. And penalties at both of those junctures. At least this is 2nd down for the Broncos, but it takes away the momentum that you're looking for, especially when you just had a touchdown scored on you. You want to come out offensively with a strong set, at least change field position, possibly get a field goal, or really aiming for a touchdown, but those penalties hurt.
Approaching 2 minutes remaining first quarter. 2nd down and 8. It's a screen, far side, and with some room is Drohan. He's got the 1st down, fighting for more along the sideline. He's got the bench fired up after a pickup of 10.
Yep. Nice job getting past the sticks. I like the play. Nashua North pursuing hard here, Nick. And I like getting it outside of the hash marks and giving one of your athletes an opportunity. Good play. Good coverage, though, after that, good response there closing that run down to only about 7 yards as opposed to 17-27.
The sophomore Kobe Perry, cornerback, comes out of the secondary with the tackle. Meanwhile, a stretch for Mills, not going to find the edge. Shut down there by Josiah Corfield.
Yep.
It's a loss of 1. And now second down and 11 is...
Yeah, just taking too long to develop and get through the line, Nick. There's nothing outside. He's got to turn up field and get back to the line of scrimmage and maybe try to grab a yard. But everything was, you're just not going to beat that secondary outside, Nick. You just turn it up the first space you got and grab what you can.
Second down, 11. Titans with 4 down linemen defensively. Boudreaux out of the gun, in trouble early and can't dump it off. It's incomplete.
Well covered by number 59.
It's Corfield
Josiah
in the area.
Corfield. What a great job of picking up that screen and just had to throw it on the turf, Nick. Nothing there. Would have been a loss if he actually made a connection there. So
good push up the middle there by the Titans.
Very good.
To force the early throw. Third down, 11. Alvirne looking for their second first down of this first quarter. A little pump fake to his right. Boudreaux going to go deep, and that one is intercepted.
Yeah.
Picked off on the run by Dylan Noble, the sophomore. Able to haul in the interception inside the 20-yard line, and North comes up with the game's first takeaway.
But they would have been third and 13, Nick, in their own end. That actually is probably not what they wanted, but I'm sure in some respects it's what they got an extra 25 yards beyond what a normal punt would go.
Yeah.
So overall, if the defense can hold here, it does change field position. But Alvirne's got to get some offense on the field with good field position, Nick, because little bits and pieces of this game, North is beginning to take over, especially on the defensive side.
So the Titans will begin drive number 3 at their own 24-yard line. Hand off to Rosario, and he's stuffed again by Ruchelou.
Yep.
His third tackle already, the junior, is putting in work up front for Alvirne. As we're inside now the final minute of this opening frame. That's a loss of 2 officially. And a second down and 2 is coming up. North playing with tempo here from the outset. Going to hustle to the line of scrimmage again for second down and 12. It's a low throw in the flat. It's pulled in by Torres, and he is stopped near the sideline.
Yeah, what a great job by, looks like, is that 13, Nick? Or,
yep.
13.
Santana with his second tackle.
What a nice job. Watch this on replay. Watch him come up. He did his job. Make sure no receivers behind, but his reaction on this, Nick, was terrific. Been watching him a little bit, and he's definitely playing some good football right now for the Broncos in this game, Nick. Looks like there's a timeout.
That's the end of the first quarter. North on a 14-yard touchdown pass from John Canaway to Jonathan Torres has taken a 6-0 lead here early on. Second quarter on the other side. Alvirne hoping to respond when we come back. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week playoff edition right here on Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. We're presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Well, Nashua North off to a good start on their home field. A 6-0 lead on the board. But now facing a third down and long here, 3rd and 13 from their own 22 as we begin the second quarter here here at Stello Stadium. A 5-man rush. Canaway trying to escape the pocket to his left. Going to tuck and run and not get very far. He's tackled from behind.
What an effort by
Cam Steed,
yeah.
the
Wow.
junior, able to chase him down and limit the gain to just 6 yards, so it's 4th down and 7.
Somebody got his shirt right here. Yeah, there it is. I couldn't. Number 11 got his shirt. That slowed him down just enough, and that heads-up speed by Cam Steed. No pun, no rhyme intended there.
Steed.
Huh?
Cam Steed with his first tackle.
What did I say, Sneed? Yeah, thinking a little golf out there.
Yeah, Sam Steed.
Steed.
The old
he won't mind
legend.
being affiliated with Sam Sneed, one of the greatest golfers of all time. But no, Sam Steed, terrific job, terrific pursuit. Got his team back the ball with that hard effort.
So the Titans will punt for the second time as Smith takes a low snap from his own 15. It's a sideways punt.
Oh, it's a good one.
Bronco will get away from it. The Broncos will steer clear. And this one
best start field position they've had, Nick. Sorry about that.
Is down at the 36-yard line. So it's been a game of field position so far. The game's lone score came late in that first quarter. The Titans, on their second drive, hooked up through the air. Canaway to Torres. Extra point missed. This Alvirne offense stuck in the mud a bit. A couple of first downs in that first quarter, but nothing that they've been able to put together consistently.
Give this Broncos defense credit, though. They're keeping it to a one-score game, and they're causing a lot of 3-and-outs, 5-and-outs, 6-and-outs to the Titans, Nick. They're doing a good job.
Boudreaux on 1st and 10, handoff to Mills. A little hesitation. Now going to lower the shoulder. See what he can get. Not much.
About a yard and a half, maybe 2.
Gang tackled with Gavin Atkinson, the defensive end, leading the charge there for the Titans. It's a 2-yard pickup.
Offensive line standing up a little bit, Nick. They're coming up out of their stance really soon and allowing the Titan defensive line to really take over at the line of scrimmage. So they're going to have to, if they're going to run the ball, they're going to have to fire out a little lower than that and get some good cadence. It looks to me like the Titans are picking up on the Broncos' cadence as well, Nick.
Mills just 17 yards on 5 carries unofficially so far. They fake to him. They dump it to the tight end. That ball hit the ground, and it's going to be ruled incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Trying to find Ruchello with the tight end screen, but it looked like the quarterback was hit as he threw. So.
Yeah, I don't know what Josiah Wilkinson was thinking about. He was posturing towards the referee and just saying, hey, what's going on? I don't know if he thinks he had him in his grasp ahead of time or not, Nick, but that could have been dangerous right there.
3rd and 8. 1 turnover so far. That was on a long pass towards the tail end of that first quarter. Boudreaux was picked off inside the 25.
The whole tempo of the offense is just not in sync right now. But it all starts with the quarterback getting a good cadence and giving the offensive line an opportunity to fire.
Boudreaux against the 4-man front. Blitzer comes up the middle. The throw is intercepted. Picked off for the second time by Kobe Perry. He's going to return it to his right, and he stopped at the Bronco 41-yard line. So 2 takeaways. That's Kobe Perry with the interception.
Well,
we saw one earlier from Dylan Noble.
If you look down here, there's a wide-open receiver over by the sideline. I don't know what he was throwing to, but he was open, and maybe that ball was deflected. I don't know if we can see that again, maybe. We're not going to have time, but that ball possibly could have been deflected. It was a well-timed blitz up the middle there. It was.
With Rosario in the face of Boudreaux. Meanwhile, Canaway on 1st and 10, trying to slice upfield. And it's going to get forward progress somewhere inside the 40-yard line.
Yeah.
As both Ruchello and LaChance combine there on the stop. Yep. Ruchello with 4 tackles already for Alvirne. We're going to give him 3 with the forward progress. Canaway off to a good start on the ground. 28 rushing yards unofficially on 4 carries. Nearly 3 minutes in, second quarter. 2nd down and 7. Canaway, little dump. It's Rosario. He's going to plant the foot and pick up the first down. Straight downfield after the catch. Ends up inside the 30 at the 28-yard line for a gain of 8. And a first down for the Titans. So they approach the red zone here.
I mean, the defense has been on the field for so many situations where there's been 3 and outs. It just gets difficult to defend, and really you start playing uphill on defense when that happens in a game.
1st and 10 from the Bronco 28. Rosario trying to feel his way downfield. Not going to get much. Lowers the shoulder, picks up 3. A good effort on the tail end of the run. Jack LaChance, another stop for Alvirne. 2nd down and 8 officially. Well, Rosario, with the exception, Steve, of that 25-yard run back in the first quarter, has been bottled up.
Yes.
All in all, just 23 yards on now 6 carries.
The offensive line just kind of out of sync. Like I said, coming up quick. They're just not providing any holes or any space.
Canaway going deep, and this one is incomplete. Trying to hook up with Joshua Bozick, who had the step.
Wow.
Good recovery there by Brandon Lavarnaway, the senior defensive back, to break that up.
It's a big-time defense. This is something you see at higher levels, Nick. This is just great recovery, great concentration, and he comes in, he's looking back, and he sees the ball coming. He's got the hook in the ladder there. He got the hook around the left-hand side, shielded away from the official. And then he's able to work off that and watch him bat this ball down at just the right time. Terrific play. There's always interference almost every play, Nick, but that was done well.
3rd and 8, screen, right side, it's complete. This is Lazo, and he's got the first down.
That's a big play.
Well executed wide receiver screen. Lazo, his 2nd catch, going to move the chains, and the Titans are in business in the red zone.
Wasn't just well executed. It was well executed, Nick, and it was a good play call in that situation. That's a big 3rd down conversion there, Nick, after that great defensive play.
It's a 10-yard pickup.
Yes, sir.
And now on 1st and 10, Canaway on the play fake. Going to run to his left, lower the shoulder, and make his way down to about the 10-yard line.
Yep, I agree.
For a gain of 6 yards.
10-yard, actually almost, he's almost down the 9, right? That's a good pickup on 1st down. This opens up Coach Abolis' playbook for a lot of different plays. He's got a down that he can play with here, and he's going to call timeout and think about it. Good idea.
Got a timeout on the field. Our broadcast brought to you by Beals Insurance, locations in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Visit BealsInsurance.com. Also by MG Sports Fundraising. That's fundraising made easy. MG Sports Fundraising is the official fundraising partner of Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. Visit MGSportsFundraising.com. Start raising money for your team today. Also by New Hampshire iPhone Repair. It's done while you wait, and it's backed by their lifetime warranty. Now with 5 locations in southern New Hampshire and on the seacoast, visit NHIAAPhoneRepair.com. By the New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NHTomahawks.com and also girls.NHTomahawks.com. And finally by Spectrum Monthly, powerful local advertising solutions. Find out more at SpectrumMonthly.com. Nick and Ask This, Steve Beals with you. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. Preliminary round battle between Nashua North and Alvirne. The Titans knocking on the door, looking to expand their lead. They keep it with their quarterback on 2nd down, and he makes his way inside the 7-yard line, but is stopped shy of that 1st down marker. Brody Orr, Sam Fortin, both there for Alvirne. Defensively, it's 3rd and 1.
Watch here. This is just a great wrap. Plants himself, and he lifts. As soon as he lifted Canaway, he established control, and he pulled him back, and that's just a great defensive play right there by Orr.
Orr, the junior, able to wrap up the ball carrier a full yard shy of the marker. Titans seeking the 6 here. 3rd and 1 from the 7. Rosario is the tail. He gets the ball. He breaks it to the right. He's spun down by Porter, but he's inside the 5-yard line. He's got the 1st down.
Yeah, Nashua is just relentless, Nick. They just keep on coming. They're getting the offensive plays and the yardage that they need when they need it. And, Broncos doing a good job overall, but it's just been on the field too long.
Meanwhile, breakneck pace here as, again, the Titans get right to the line. They hand to Rosario, and he powers his way into the end zone for the touchdown. It's a 4-yard strike. Sheer effort there by the senior. Rosario going to make this a 2-score game. It's now 12-0.
Yeah, that's nice camera work by Ian down there on the field. Looked good. And we're going to get a nice view here, right here. Watch him. He just pumps his legs, small, strong steps. Now watch this extra effort. Boom, he was able to get that extra 6 or 8 inches over the nice call by the referee or the official, right at the right spot at the right time. So nice drive by Nashua.
V.A. Carbadillo Sullivan is the kicker. He missed on his first attempt. He was hoping to make this now a 13-0 North advantage. Band continuing to play. It's a good hold. The kick is up and good.
It's good.
So 13-0. An impressive drive there for the Titans. The interception opened the door. They capitalize on the short field. The drive finished off with a 4-yard touchdown run from Steven Rosario, and North looking good here on their home field midway through this second quarter.
Well, if you look at time of possession, Nick, it's got to be 3-1 at this point on Nashua North side. I think the Alvirne defense has shown a lot to me. I know they've scored 13 points here with a quarter and a half, but they've literally been on the field pretty much maybe close to 3/4 of the time of play so far. So Alvirne's defense is not the issue. It's the Bronco offense that's not able to control the football, move the sticks, take away that time of possession that the Nashua Titan offensive attack has been able to muster on the field, Nick. But give the Titan offense credit. Good play calling, good sequencing, a lot of different plays, using the whole field, passing, running, screen passes, little flare routes. They're mixing it up very, very nice to not allow the Broncos to get comfortable. I do think the Broncos' defense is a real deal, though. They look really, really solid, but Nashua, great job calling plays and moving the football.
Starting to get some consistent push up front.
They are, yeah.
As well. That was a unit kind of in flux most of the year, but Coach Rosario said that really over the last 3 or 4 ball games, that unit has gelled up front, and that's made a world of difference. Meanwhile, it's Drohan off the bounce.
Nice return.
Good juke is going to get him over the 30 at the 31. Set up Broncos with, I believe, their most favorable starting field position so far in this first half.
Well, like you said, Nick, we talked to Coach Sabolis and Coach Lee on Gridiron on our Thursday night show at 6 o'clock, folks. And I will say that you could just tell when a coach is confident, and I think you can see that after interviewing Coach Sabolis, you could tell he was feeling good about his football team and what they could do. And to me, all 3 phases of the game have been very solid so far in this game. So,
Boudreaux in a 4-receiver set against a 4-man front. Handoff Mills had a hole momentarily, but it closes quickly. Good tackle there by Gavin Atkinson. The defender's second tackle of this first half. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd down and 8 coming up as North continuing to look pretty good, especially down there in the trench.
They do. And, again, the offensive, still standing up here in the offensive line. They're coming out of their stance very high, and that's just not going to work with the stout defensive line of the Titans, Nick. They're going to have to work on that.
Another spread look. They'll blitz a man, and that forces an incomplete throw.
And he had some space there to run. He may not have got a first down, Nick, but he had a 5 or 6 yard gain there if he was able to get it to him. So
intended for Cole Dion in the flat. Dion, one of the 5 captains, and now the Broncos again in danger of going 3 and out here. It's 3rd and 8.
Yep.
Well, we've seen some well-timed blitzes in this first half from the Titans. Another one there may have forced the early throw.
Yeah, but the defensive down linemen, Nick, that are in their stance are doing a great job getting low position, and it's been going on all game and intensifying as we go.
3rd and 8. This is a tight end screen. It's Rocheleau breaks a tackle, and the second effort.
It's going to be close. I think he's a little short.
Going to bring him right up to the 39-yard line, seeking the 40. Looks like he's about a half a yard shy.
Well, it's a big decision here for Coach Lee. I mean, it's 13-0. When do you pull that trigger and start taking chances, Nick, with a whole half of football to play? But this first down is important to them, Nick. At the same time, you don't want to give it back to the Titans and go in with a 3-score lead. So he's
Broncos
going to go. I
will
don't
go
disagree with it.
4th down and a full yard.
Oh, boy. That's the 3rd time just shooting themselves in the foot. Movement there. Again, this has been a cadence issue, not just the offensive line standing up. It's been a cadence issue as well, Nick. There's just it's just not in sync, you know?
Well, all 3 penalties against Alvirne in this first half
have been costly.
Have been false starts.
Yep. And one at 2nd down, but very costly, and the other 2 at 3rd down.
2 on 3rd and 1.
Right, and those were big. Just drive killers, no question about it.
So 4th and 1 becomes 4th and 6, and that changes Coach Lee's mind.
Yeah, and if you're Coach Lee, you really wanted that opportunity to get a first down there.
Boudreau's punt is a good one. High down the middle, takes a bounce at the Titan 40. And we'll be down at about the 43-yard line. So again, favorable starting field position for North. If you're just joining us, it's a field position game for the first 8 or 9 minutes. That was until John Canaway hooked up with Jonathan Torres from 14 yards out to put the Titans out in front 6-0.
Yeah.
The extra point failed, and that was our score at the end of the first quarter. Early in the second quarter, Steven Rosario, a 4-yard plunge. Extra point succeeded, and that's where we are, 13-0. Meanwhile, Canaway on 1st and 10, another big run. A 14-yard pickup on a left side maneuver for the junior. Canaway having a successful first half on the ground here as he approaches 50 yards rushing. And again, this pace has played a factor as well, as North continues to basically go no huddle. Canaway fakes the handoff and is going to make his way down to the 40-yard line for a 2-yard stop. Rocheleau, another tackle for Alvirne, as he's been busy with 5 stops unofficially so far. We're inside of 5 minutes now before halftime. North a 2-score lead on the board, threatening for more. As again they line up quickly, 2nd down and 8 coming. Broncos with 4 down linemen. Canaway the gun snap. Handoff Rosario trying to dig his way out of a hole. And is lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage there. Dragged down by Andrew Deely, the junior. So, no gain. And we've got ourselves a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Still impressed with the Bronco defense, Nick. Their grit. They're not just giving it away. They're giving a fight here. But I think they understand the situation in the game here where going down 3 scores, going to halftime, percentages are never good when that happens for sure. So
3rd and 8, 2 receivers each side. The blitz will force the throw. It's caught on a screen near side. Joshua Bozick. 1st down and then some. Down the sideline and into the end zone for a touchdown. It's a 40-yard hookup. Canaway to Bozick. However, there's a flag on the play, and this one may be coming back.
It's downfield, though, Nick, so I don't know if that's going to be at the spot of the foul. Certainly would take away, if it was on the Titans, would take away the touchdown, but it still would be a 1st down. So I'm going to see what happens here. This is a big call here.
It's got Coach Zabolis upset.
If you were ever going to make an offensive call against a defensive call, that was it right there. Personal foul.
Oh, it's against the defense.
Against the defense.
Well, there's 2 fouls on the play. We have a late hit, a roughing the passer.
4th down, you got to replay the down. That's a big one. That's a big one in favor of Broncos. It's almost like a penalty on itself after the offsetting. So against the Titans. So
essentially a do-over.
Yep.
The question is now, where are they going to spot the football? A big break there for the Broncos.
That was the original line of scrimmage, right? I believe.
Yep, they're going to put it right at the 40.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And we'll see now if Nashua North can do it all over again.
That if Alvirne's able to stop them here, Nick, that's a play you'll look back on later as well, because going into halftime, 3 touchdowns down, 3 scores down is difficult to overcome.
So it stays 13-0. 3rd down and 8 on the way inside of 4 minutes. Second quarter. Canaway on the rollout. He's got some room. He's going to release downfield, looking for Peters near the goal line. And he's out of bounds, incomplete. Made the catch, but couldn't get either foot down in bounds. Right. So incomplete.
Yeah, you'll see it right here.
We'll bring up 4th down and 8.
You're going to see it right here. He goes up. The ball's kind of sailed. Not a bad pass by any stretch. Peters up. Tried to get his feet in. I think his right was on the line, and then the left was in the out of bounds. So no catch there. And that offsetting penalties really looms large as far as giving the Broncos an opportunity with 3:46 left, 2 timeouts, an opportunity to get the offense back going and working their way down the field and hopefully for their sake able to score. We'll see.
Here's the punt from Smith. It's a line drive down the middle. Takes a bounce at the 15 and will roll into the end zone for a touchback.
Smart decision letting that go. So that was a big turn of events right there. Very much tilted in favor of the Broncos, at least giving them a crack here of light to be able to. But, at the end of the day, Nick, you've got to be able to move the football, and they really have not been able to do that as of yet. The most yardage I believe they got, Nick, was in the first possession that they had, and then the adjustments were made by the Titans defense, and the Broncos had never been able to get out of this kind of a funk in a way of not coming off the ball, standing up. The plays just aren't developing with the kind of speed and crispness that they want. We'll see what they can do here.
1st and 10 from their own 21-yard line. They've had tough starting field positioning as well, including here on this drive. Boudreau's throw sails out of bounds. Incomplete. 2nd down and 10 on the way. Well, it's the first postseason football game in a long time for Alvirne. As we talked about, in and out of Division 1 and 2 over the years. Only a 1-win campaign a year ago. They come back with 5 regular season victories this season to earn the tournament's 10 seed. North, of course, they've had sustained success as of late, including a postseason appearance last year under first-year head coach Chad Zabolis. They won the whole thing back in 2020 under former head coach Dante Lorendi. Yeah. All right, on 2nd and 10, they stay with the quarterback, and Boudreau is stopped at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be very interesting to see if Coach Zabolis now calls a timeout to preserve 3:15 and kind of. He's got 3 timeouts. He can burn them. He could actually burn 2 if he wanted to, but I think he's going to let it go. So he may do that and just wait for 3rd down to get over with, see what he's got left, and then call it after that. So. But they want to get the ball back, and I just don't think why – I don't understand why you wouldn't call it there.
3rd and 10. Boudreau going to throw down the seam, and this one is picked off. 3rd interception by this defense. The 2nd for Dylan Noble, the sophomore. His return is going to go down to the 38-yard line.
Yeah, there's been 4 or 5 sailing passes thrown by Boudreau in a row, Nick. I don't know if it's just coming off his hands wrong or not, but
overthrew his man there.
Yeah, overthrew it out of bounds there earlier. The last set ball was overthrown, so
good-looking pick there by Noble, who has had 2 interceptions in this first half. The sophomore having a couple of quarters to remember here. So North takes over in Bronco territory. They're going to run a screen for Rosario. He's got a 1st down and then some. Still alive inside the 20. They say he stepped out back at the 17. It's a 20-yard pickup through the air.
Yeah, these offensive play calls, Nick, of the timing of these screens are really hitting at the right time. They're just well executed as well. They're getting the initial block, so the runner can get some speed, and then the downfield blocking is looking very crisp as well, and they're really making large chunks of yardage. It's been one of their mainstays as far as their offensive playbook as far as success is concerned.
They're in the red zone for the 3rd time here in this first half. On 1st and 10 from the Broncos 17. They keep it with Canaway, and he's going to be spun down for a loss. That's the captain, Cam Porter, one of the 5 captains for Alvirne, the vocal leader, according to Coach Lee.
Yep.
Fired up there after a 4-yard loss. Is going to pin the Titans back to the 20-yard line.
Nice job. They keep coming up with those defensive plays, Nick. to me, to keep this, if they can go in at halftime only down 13-0, Nick, that's going to be a heck of a feat if they can hold North up here. But North's offense is working very, very well right now. And
here's Rosario trying to get back to the original line of scrimmage. Stopped at the 17 after a 3-yard pickup.
It's a big
Another
play
tackle
coming up
there
here
for Porter.
Big play coming up here.
Got a timeout here with 100 seconds remaining before the break. Alvirne going to use their second timeout here. And an upcoming 3rd and 10. Looks like 3rd and 9 actually on the way for Nashua North. Coming up at halftime, a look back at that first half. Stats, highlights, analysis. And Steve, momentarily, the other 3 afternoon games are going to kick off in Division I.
Very shortly, right?
We'll preview those as well. Those are all scheduled for 1 o'clock. And then tonight, a reminder, we're back here at Stello Stadium for a 6 o'clock kick between Dover and BG. That is the 8-9 matchup in this preliminary round. Our coverage begins at 5:45. So a playoff doubleheader for you here on Friday Night Lights.
Yeah, if you're looking for some offense, you're going to. It's hard to imagine that wouldn't have some pretty good numbers in it, Nick. Although both of these teams can put out a defense, but it's their offenses that really, when they're in sync, they're tough teams to beat. So I like this matchup coming up tonight. So join us.
3rd down and 9 out of the timeout. Canaway with Rosario to his left. 3 receivers strong side left as well. Rosario is at the top of the screen. They're going to roll out Canaway, trying to avoid Ruchelou, looking for the sideline, breaks a tackle, turns it upfield, is pushed down inside the 5-yard line. That is a first down for John Canaway on a pickup of 11.
Yeah, I just can't believe that happened. If you're the Alvirne defense, Nick, you've got 3 guys on here, and one guy's got him by the shirt. You got to close that off and wrap. He's got him by the shirt, overran the tackle, kind of assumed he was going to go down, but
Canaway
give
continuing to produce on the ground. And now Rosario looking for his second touchdown. He's got it. It's a 4-yard score, another one for the senior Steven Rosario, and North flexing their muscles now, a 19-0 lead on the board.
Yeah, awful hard to be on the field as amount of minutes that Alvirne's been on defensively, Nick, in this game so far. And you know, when you get a little tired, you tend to, you can break through those shirt grabs and things of that nature. But that is a big touchdown for the Titans, putting them in really good position. Surprising he's not going for 2 here.
And, of course, North is set to receive the second half kickoff as well.
And it's good.
Kick is good, and it's 20-0. So Alvirne, if they're hanging in, their defense trying to give them a lifeline, but 3 turnovers offensively, a number of short fields for Nashua North. And this ground game starting to get cooking as well for the Titans, as Rosario has found pay dirt now twice here in this first half.
Yeah, he runs heavy, Nick. He's not easy guy to bring down, but, Canaway, how about that as well? Grabbed on by the shirt, just forces his way through that tackle, makes a little overrun there on the defense, and he exploits that, works his way into the end zone, Nick, and it's just, wow. Just
key conversion by Canaway on 3rd and long.
Yep.
And then another short touchdown grab there by Rosario. So 20-0, the Titans, the number 7 seed in this Division I tournament. A 6-win regular season. They close out the campaign with 3 straight W's. And they're looking for 4 straight here this afternoon, trying to get back to the quarterfinals yet again. They gave eventual champion Bedford last year all they could handle in that quarterfinal round. That was a 7-0 final score.
And boy, did they have some players come up big last year for them.
The winner of this game will face Portsmouth on the road next week.
What was number 7's name, Nick? He was such a factor in that game.
Drohan up to the 20.
Espinosa.
Pretty good return. I'm going to mark him at the 21-yard line. So Alvirne is left with 1:04 to go. 1 timeout in the back pocket. We'll see how aggressive Coach Lee wants to be here.
Yeah, if so far you got to be very careful putting the ball up in the air. It hasn't worked well for them. 2 interceptions so far and a lot of overthrows. 3 interceptions, and a lot of overthrows as well. So my guess, Nick, is he's going to take it to the clubhouse and try to get a strategy of getting a lot of this is you got to be able to run the football. And you run the football with an offensive line doing all the right. Nice hole there.
Boudreaux to his left, across the 25 before he's gang tackled and stopped at about the 27-yard line.
Yeah.
Atkinson is there again. He's been busy defensively. The senior defensive end with 3 tackles for North.
Yeah, one of the things that, from coaching in the past, you say who's playing low and who's playing high. And there's absolutely no question on all sides of the ball that the Titans are playing low and the Broncos are playing high. That is not what I've seen traditionally of the Broncos, Nick, throughout the year of the games that I've seen and watched them. But it just seems to be kind of present today. But they're playing a tough opponent.
2nd down and 5. Boudreaux trying to escape the pocket. Atkinson is on his back again. It's a 1-yard pickup, and that's it. 3rd and 4 coming, and that is going to bring us to halftime. Nashua North, you get on the board with a Canaway to Torres hookup in the first quarter. They add 2 more touchdowns from Steven Rosario on the ground. The defense has come up with 3 takeaways. And this one at the break is all North, 20-0 over Alvirne.
The flow of the game started, you just, when they were playing pretty much most of the first quarter, they were playing kind of in the middle of the field. Nobody was really able to break it out. And then I think it was the 3rd drive or maybe even the 4th drive that Titans had, Nick. They started exploiting those runs on the outside to the left side, off tackle, and and then you had that first touchdown. And it just seems as though as well as the defense and hard as they've worked to try to be able to keep them in the game, the offense is just a 3-and-out, and it's difficult to sustain that kind of defensive energy when you're not getting – even if you don't get a touchdown, that you worked it down the field and you got to the 5-yard line, that's disappointing. But at least you know your offense is moving the ball. It's going to be tough. Something's going to happen there in the clubhouse. New strategy. Talk about firing off. Get some cadence calls that gets the defensive line off balance. And as far as the passing game is concerned – you got to get some of these passing routes that might be a little bit have a higher percentage of completion capability. Run some screens of your own. I don't know, but right now, it's the Titans are playing on all cylinders right now. So,
all right, coming up in just a few moments, a look back at that first half, stats, highlights, analysis, and again an out-of-town scoreboard watch as well as 3 games set to kick off any minute now statewide in this Division I tournament. So a lot to get to. North at halftime, all over Alvirne. 20-0 here at Stello Stadium. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. Now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. Don't waste another season. Raise more funds than ever before and become another football program in New Hampshire that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today. The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. The New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school varsity and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com.
Hey, I'm Chad, the owner of New Hampshire iPhone Repair. We're New Hampshire's most trusted and affordable repair shop for your iPhone, iPad, iPod, and even Android needs. Don't worry, we're affordable, reliable, and we back our parts with a lifetime warranty. And you know what the best part is? No, what? We can repair your phone while you wait.
I know, that's why I'm here.
Oh, I know, Mrs. Green. Here's your iPad, good as new. Bring your phone into New Hampshire iPhone Repair today.
Buy local and save big. For over 26 years, Spectrum Monthly has been providing great local offers from businesses in New Hampshire and Massachusetts, delivered to your mailbox every month. Spectrum is chock full of savings from your favorite businesses. From local restaurants and retail stores to entertainment, fitness, and home improvement services. You'll have easy access to thousands of dollars in savings, including exclusive offers for Spectrum readers. Every month, enter our readership contest for a chance at winning cash and local gift certificates. Spectrum Monthly, no one brings you better offers.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for the Nashua High School North Marching Band.
Question, so after this game, are we breaking anything down or just leaving it where it is? Yes, that was me asking that. Dude, I appreciate it, brother. Yeah, just tell me that. I appreciate it. I was just... If I were to guess, I'd probably just cover the equipment up. Do you want to scrub the pep waves or leave them? Okay. Okay. Sounds good. It's been a while since I did a game for you guys. Are these cameras new? Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, 'cause I remember for lacrosse, we were definitely not using these. Gotcha, yeah. But it's Saturday. So you're lying.
No scores to report yet, ladies and gentlemen. Most of those games were 1 o'clock starts. Tonight it'll be Bishop Girton versus Dover here at Stello Stadium for a 6 o'clock start. BG's the 8th seed. Dover is the 9 seed. Games this afternoon, it's number 4, Londonderry hosting number 13, Wyndham. Number 5, Exeter hosts number 12, Keene. And number 6, Salem will host number 11, Spalding. Pinkerton is the overall 1 seed. The winner of this game will travel to number 2, Portsmouth.
Halftime here in Nashua, where Nashua North has a 20-0 lead over Alvirne. And the Titans are set to receive the second half kickoff. Coach Sabolis' team looking good really in all 3 phases of the game in that first half. It was a battle of field position through the opening 8 or 9 minutes until North broke open the tie on a John Canaway to Jonathan Torres hookup. 14-yard touchdown pass made it 6-0, and that was our score at the end of 1. And then the Titan defense chipped in. How about 3 takeaways? All interceptions, 2 by the sophomore Dylan Noble. Kobe Perry, another sophomore with a pick. And the short fields capitalized upon by the Titan offense. A pair of 4-yard touchdown runs for Steven Rosario. And that is where we are. 20-0 North, looking to return to the quarterfinals. Alvirne in the postseason for the first time in a while with a lot of work to do if they want to get back into this one.
Yeah, Rosario's been a big factor because when you've got the ability where you've got multiple play calls, anytime you got short yardage, Rosario's been able to get the job done. And if they're going to come through and win this game today, which they're in a good position to do if they can have a good second half, they're going to need a Rosario-type runner to be able to get them those short yardage situations. Because you get in the playoffs, it's all about keeping your offense on the field and moving the sticks, Nick, and then executing. So I just think that, to me, it's going to be if the offense of the Broncos can't come out here really early and set a new standard to what from comparatively what they were in the first half, Nick, this could be another long half for the Broncos. However, if they're able to kind of piece things together, that's fine. But without any doubt, you can't have 3 interceptions that weren't anywhere near the intended receiver. I mean, they were balls that were sailed over, and give the Titans credit on their defense for having their defensive unit, defensive backfield unit in the right places at the right time. But 3 turnovers are bad enough, hard enough to work through. But when you can't run the ball either, I just give a lot of credit to the Alvirne defense. They came to play today. Not that the offense didn't, but they're definitely not firing off with the kind of vigor that you're going to need against a defensive front. Let's give the Titans credit where credit's due. Their defensive front's good. They're solid, and so we'll see what happens in the rest of the second half here. But at this point, it's really the driving force here is the offense of Alvirne has to come out.
Some of the numbers from that first half. John Canaway leads everybody on the ground. The junior quarterback rushing for 59 yards on 9 carries for the Titans. Also, as I mentioned, hooked up with Jonathan Torres through the air for a 14-yard touchdown pass. Steven Rosario, 11 carries, 36 on the ground, had a 20-yard catch as well. And defensively, Dylan Noble, the 2 interceptions. Gavin Atkinson and Luke Peters with 4 tackles each for the Titans. Alvirne has been kept competitive by Ryan Rochelou's effort, the junior co-captain, with 5 tackles to lead Alvirne.
Good distribution.
All right, we've got already, Steve, some scores coming in. 3 games kicking off at 1 o'clock. All preliminary Division I playoff games. Salem with an early lead on Spalding, 7-6. That one midway through the first. Salem the 6 seed, Spalding the 11. Keene on the road at Exeter in the 5-12 matchup.
Yeah, I want to know what that is.
Blackbirds with a 3-0 lead.
Okay.
With 5 minutes remaining.
Not surprising.
In the first quarter. And Londonderry just got on the board in the 4-13 matchup against Wyndham. That's 6-0 about midway through the first quarter there. And the 5th and final D1 preliminary round matchup comes your way tonight on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire, between Dover and Bishop Girton right here at Stello Stadium. Kickoff at 6. Our coverage begins at 5:45.
Look forward to that game for sure. How about that Exeter game, 3-0? We had talked about that on Gridiron Thursday night. That I think we'd agree, both of us certainly anticipate a low-scoring battle in that game between those 2 running offenses for sure. So,
all right, North will receive the kick here. They'll send both Peters and Torres back deep inside their own 10-yard line.
Interesting, kicking from their right hash mark here.
Boudreaux, who booted a few punts in that first half, going to kick from the tee for the first time this afternoon. Boudreau swing the leg, and the third quarter is underway. Torres makes a play to his left, handles at the 4-yard line, crosses the 10, he's up to the 20, and is met finally at the 30-yard line. A late flag is thrown by our referee, Steve Hall. Penalties, Alvirne with 4 in that first half, North with 2.
They're going to bring it, set him back a little bit there.
Titans call
illegal
for a
use
hold
of the
here.
hands. Yep. Maybe I don't know if we're going to be able to see that one or not, but
officials talking with the players here. They're going to spot the ball momentarily.
Yep.
Good crowd here. Temperature dropping a bit. It's been overcast. Haven't seen the sun yet today.
Kind of heavy, damp air.
Yeah.
Cool, damp air.
All right, so the 10-yard line is where they'll spot the football here. It's the toughest starting field position for either team so far today.
Feels like we're sitting in a walk-in cooler. You know what I mean?
It's colder than people realize.
Yep.
Hasn't stopped this crowd from turning out.
No, sir.
A good one on hand.
The 5-yard corner for a lot more.
That's his third tackle for Alvirne. Well, we saw kind of a breakneck pace.
Yes.
With the Titans offense virtually going no huddle. Going to slow it down a little bit here to begin the drive. Going to face a blitz from Porter up the middle, and he'll be tackled there. Not Porter, but Kelly, who registers his third stop. And now a third down coming, an opportunity for Alvirne's defense to get off the field here. So a couple of 3-and-outs in the first quarter from Nashua North, but in the second quarter, that offense started to click.
Be interesting to see if they slow the tempo down here with a 20-0 lead.
Against a 4-3, they roll out Canaway. He's going to throw. That one is tipped and incomplete.
Great job on defense by, again, Brandon Lavarnaway.
Lavarnaway to get his hand on the football. He knocked one away in the end zone back in the first half as well. This one a key stop on 3rd and 5. So 4th down on the way. North will punt from deep in their own end.
Good-looking corner. Senior.
So North goes to the air on 3rd and 5. It doesn't pay off. And now they bring the punt unit on. Darius Smith inside his own 4-yard line here. It's a good snap. The punt barely got off. It's a spiraling kick. It takes a bounce near midfield. Will roll into Bronco territory and ultimately come to a stop at the 46-yard line. So that's Alvirne's best starting field position of the afternoon.
Yeah, by about 15 yards. Maybe I think they had it out to the 41. I think that was the best field position before this. So not 15, but certainly 8 or 9. So they've got what they want here. They have an opportunity to come out here and try to strike early here in the third quarter. If you're going to fight your way through a significant deficit, you've got to come out early in the second half and cut it and just change the paradigm of the game a little bit. So let's see what they can do.
1st and 10. Got a man in motion. They're going to hand to him. It's Santana trying to cut to his left.
Yeah.
Going to be wrestled down on the edge.
Some of it's because the offensive line doesn't create a gaping hole, but for a running back, Nick, sometimes you're not always going to get that. And I notice a trend here as well as their running backs, when they get the ball, there's a little too much bouncing back and forth instead of firing through whatever is offered by the offensive line, because it's about moving the football. And, we got a few yards, but just got to get through the hole quicker here. I thought the offensive line showed a little more energy there on that play to open.
Santana, 4-yard pickup, sets up 2nd down and 6. The rollout. Boudreau hit from behind and dropped at the line of scrimmage. Good pursuit for Josiah Corfield. Starting to make some plays for Nashua North. A 3rd down and 6 coming. 2 minutes gone by here in the third quarter.
Yeah. You got to work your way down the field quicker. Boudreau, if he's going to go, you go. Don't go east-west. Go north-south. Protect the football. It's not about scoring a touchdown in that situation. The coverage was there. You accept that. you run and grab whatever you can. No east-west stuff. Just go forward.
Alvirne trying to avoid the 3 and out. Boudreau on 3rd and 6. Throws left side. It is hauled in by Santana. Spin move after the catch, and Alvirne's got a first down. Into North's territory. They're at the 38-yard line.
Well, when you're facing a defense like this, not only do you get through the hole quickly, but you get the pass to the receiver high percentage and quickly. Even that was a low throw right there. A nice job on a cold, damp day pulling that ball in. And extremely important. This is the furthest I believe they've been down all game, right? I don't think they've been closer to the end zone at any point in the first half. So
on 1st and 10 from the Titan 38, Boudreau pump fake, steps up. The throw is intercepted. Taken away again by Dylan Noble, the sophomore with the hat trick. That's his 3rd interception. It's the 4th takeaway by the Titan defense. Boudreau may have been hit as he threw there.
Well, you're going to see he got hit. His arm was hit as he threw it. And this was just, he does a fake pump. Actually, his arm did not get hit, but I thought the ball came off like a wounded duck. We're going to see right here.
Collapsing pocket. Looks like Smith lunged at him. That
Yeah,
ball comes
hard
out.
to say at that point, but
And it's tracked well yet again by Dylan Noble, the sophomore, with 3 interceptions here today. Meanwhile, a stretch run on 1st and 10 is going to draw a flag.
Yeah, going to get a holding call here due to the impressive work by Jonathan Santana fighting for outside position, and he did so well that he got held. There you go. That's right at the point of attack. Let me tell you, he is coming out doing a much better job containing and fighting for that outside position in the second half, Nick, and that's just a good defensive play. He's tall, he's lanky, but he had good handwork and he fought hard for position, and it really helped his football team there because it's going to push him back.
Starting to make some plays on both sides of the football. Had 2 touches offensively on the previous drive.
Absolutely.
Draws the penalty here.
Another senior.
2nd down and 12 for the Titans from their own 18.
Is Alvirne going to decline the penalty?
I think
they're going to go with the result of the play, which is a -2. So 2nd down and 12. Meanwhile, out of the gun, they throw into the flat. It's Peters, a stiff arm at the 25.
Ooh, that was almost twisted out of bounds. It was close.
Crowd wanted a horse call.
Yeah, they did, and out of bounds or a horse call.
Either way,
yeah.
No flag.
So I think you'd appreciate this, Nick. I got my friend Tom King next to me. He's laying out all kinds of Halloween candy all over the counter, trying to bait me into getting one so he can give me a chop. I know what he's doing. Tom's ignoring me right now, but he knows what he's doing over there.
Got to stay disciplined.
Yeah, I'm going to grab a Starburst here when he's not looking.
3rd down and 4, nearly 4 minutes in, 3rd quarter. Canaway, quick throw over the middle. It is caught again by a North receiver. That was Gavin Flynn, his first catch.
Yeah, give Gavin a lot of credit there. Knew exactly where the flag stick was. Got a half a yard over and held his position. So that's so important if you're an offensive coordinator, Nick. That's such a part of a receiver's responsibility when you're deep in your zone. Is know where the stick is and be in 1st down territory when you catch the ball.
Needed 4, got 4.5 to keep the drive alive. From their own 32-yard line, Canaway, a big hole. The quarterback ran for nearly 60 yards in that first half. His first carry of the 3rd quarter brings him up to the 35-yard line, a 4-yard gain to set up a 2nd and 6.
Watch him here. He opens up a nice hole here on the right side, on the left side, and good seal block inside. Look at that work by number 50. He just did a terrific job just sealing everything off and stacking up all the defensive linemen. Good work.
Tackle by LaChance. 2nd down and 6. Peters to the outside. A 1st down and then some. Up to midfield before he's ridden out of bounds by Cam Drohan.
Such a valuable player.
Peters, just his 3rd touch offensively today. Shows you what he can do with the football in his hands.
And just scary thought is he's only a junior, Nick.
His older brother Jack, of course, a state champion, a 3-year starter.
Tremendous player.
And now a lacrosse player down at the University of Massachusetts. He's in the crowd here today. Saw him earlier taking a seat. Meanwhile, Jonathan Torres on the Titan sideline receiving attention from the trainer, shaken up a bit. We'll keep an eye on him. on first down. Rosario tackled inbounds along the far sideline. Met by Santana at about the Bronco 44-yard line after a gain of 8.
Yeah, Titans take a look here. They're getting off the ball really well. Look at the low position. They're all down lower underneath the breastplate. And you saw right there, makes Jonathan Santana have to make a really difficult tackle. Took it right in the midsection. Nashua Titans firing off the ball, all cylinders going.
4 tackles now for Santana. On second down and 2, Canaway trying to feel his way back to the line of scrimmage, won't get there. Stuffed up by Cam Porter on his third stop. And it'll stay, 2 yards to go, 3rd and 2 as we approach the midway point, third
Whatever
quarter.
happens in this game, this Alvirne defensive unit, Nick, is going to need this whole weekend to relax one way or the other because they are giving everything they have to control this movement. But Titans doing a lot of good things right now. Canaway seems to be in very good control with communications from the sidelines, leading his team well.
3rd and 2, Rosario right side, cuts it up the middle, and he's got a first down.
Yeah.
Spun down at about the 37-yard line after a pickup of 5.
Yeah, I think number 51 here, I may be one off. I believe number 51.
It's Aiden Kelly.
Aiden Kelly coming around and just completely, and 55 doing a great job there opening up that hole. It's where it all starts up front, always.
Rosario, good second effort. Able to cut his way inside the 35 down to the 33-yard line. 4 more for Rosario as he continues to be the workhorse here for Nashua North.
Well, wherever the point of attack has been, those linemen have done a terrific job.
Porter with the tackle. It's his 5th stop of the afternoon. On second down, this one overthrown. A rare misfire from Canaway. Tried to find Peters in the flat. That one sailed a bit.
Well, his mechanics just were not good on that pass, Nick. It looked like he was just off of his back feet, throwing the ball, and it's going to sail. And watch him. It's just kind of, he's kind of releasing it early, just going to sail in that situation. Don't want to rush it. No need to. Had plenty of time to throw the ball, and Peters made a good effort at it, but it was just up too high.
Inside of 5 minutes, third quarter. North, a 20-0 lead. Canaway to Torres opened up the scoring late in the first quarter. And then North, on the heels of 3 takeaways defensively, they scored 2 rushing touchdowns, both from 4 yards out in the second quarter from Steven Rosario. 20-0 was our halftime score. Alvirne, their first playoff game in quite a while. Hoping to play spoiler here. Going to need a second-half comeback to do so. North hoping to punch their ticket back to the quarterfinals. The winner today will take on Portsmouth,
which
in
will
the Port
not,
City
will not be an easy task against the team or the city and the venue that play over there.
Portsmouth, one of 3 Division I teams to run the table during the regular season. Our top 3 teams have byes this afternoon, all unbeaten, all 9-0 during the regular season. That, of course, Pinkerton, Portsmouth, and defending Division I champion Bedford.
And the 4th seed who's playing today, Londonderry, only had 1 loss. So
Lancers 8-1
that's quite
overall.
A stack at the top there.
Third down, a rollout for Canaway. He's in some trouble, and he's going to get sacked.
Yeah, just
Aiden Kelly going to plant him down back at the Bronco 40-yard line. That's got the Hudson fans fired up on the far side.
They should be very proud of their defense today, Nick. The amount of time that they have been on the field, we've talked about it throughout the whole game, and it just continues here. They're not giving up. They're giving everything that they have, and oftentimes it's good enough. And they're doing a terrific job here. Really like this spirit.
Coach Zabola is going to roll the dice here, keep the offense on the field.
There's respect for the opposition.
From the 36-yard line, a 4-man rush from Alvirne. Canaway has time, throws a crossing route. It's caught. Peters breaks a tackle. He's alive and well inside the 20, and he's got another Nashua North first down.
Yeah, Ryan Rochelow is beside himself right now, Nick. He thought he had that tackle, but Luke Peters does this to a lot of different teams and a lot of different defenders. When he's got the ball, he's strong. He runs heavy. He thought he had him wrapped, and he just breaks it. Such a great athlete in tremendous condition, and this is what conditioning, going to get a good view of it right here. He thought he had him, and he's quick.
Goes for 20. Meanwhile, Canaway on a quarterback rush inside the 10, looking for the goal line. Going to be stopped just shy of the end zone.
Line.
It's a 16-yard pickup on the ground that follows a 20-yard completion. And the Titans banging on the door now. It's 1st and goal from the 1-yard line.
Yeah, again, the offensive line doing a terrific job again, opening up. Watch this on replay. You're going to see it. Oh, I guess I missed it.
North again. Going to get right to the line of scrimmage, hand to their big senior back, and Rosario is going to stretch out the football, cross the goal line, and score his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. It's 26-0.
Yeah, really.
North continues to widen the gap.
Watch this right here. Heads up play. He has it right to the line, but a nice block there ahead by number 51, and he got the ball outstretched over the end zone. What a terrific job. Great effort. Good blocking downfield. And if Mr. Rosario isn't in the papers Sunday and Monday, Nick, I'll be surprised because he has played his heart out today. I believe that's his 3rd out of 4 touchdowns?
Carterillo's kick is good, and it's 27-0. Well, a pair of impressive hat tricks on either side of the ball. Rosario with 3 touchdowns, and the sophomore Dylan Noble has 3 interceptions.
Yeah.
So not bad, to say the least.
Yeah.
North in complete control with a 27-0 lead on the board. Well, this one starting to get lopsided here as the Titans exchanged field position early with the Broncos, but ultimately Alvirne never quite able to get traction offensively. 4 giveaways here in the ball game. 3 of those, as I mentioned, interceptions from Dylan Noble. The other was picked off by Kobe Perry, who's also a sophomore.
Yeah.
And then this ground game, whether it's been Canaway, whether it's been Rosario.
And the short passing
and
game.
The screen game. I mean,
the screen game, the out patterns, all of it have been sequenced very well by the offense. And, Coach Sabolas talked to us Thursday night. He was talking about Canaway, spending a lot of time talking, really appreciating how he's developed through the season. And, any quarterback's going to mistake in a game, but he hasn't made many, if other than a couple of passes that were overthrown. But he's led this offense very, very well. And I think the tempo in which he's carried the game as far as, time in between plays, and he's been cool. You can just see he's the guy that they depend on the offensive side to get things started.
Of course, he came over from Bishop Girton.
Yeah, last year, yeah.
During the offseason, competed for the job, and the junior named the starter in the offseason. Speaking of Bishop Girton, we'll see them tonight here at Stello Stadium in the second part of our playoff doubleheader on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire. Cardinals play host to Dover in the 8-9 matchup. So, 1st and 10 from their own 29 after the run back. Alvirne hoping for something here. So they look to get on the board, but starting to run out of time here. Just over 3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Meanwhile, we've got a power outage, it looks like. Oh, they just fixed it. The Stello Stadium scoreboard went dark for a moment. One of the 2 scoreboards here, but the power just went back on, so we're okay. And should be set to resume here in just a moment. All right, so the junior Sean Boudreau going to operate again out of the gun. He's got Mills to his left. This is Mills' first carry since halftime. Trying to break a tackle, fights his way up to the 32, but that's it, a 3-yard gain for the senior on just his 7th carry of the afternoon.
Yeah, this has just been pretty much what we've seen most of the game, Nick, where a 4-yard gain has been one of their better gains. They're just having difficulty putting multiple plays together, and I think we counted 3, maybe 4 third down penalties when they were right within striking distance of moving the sticks again that kind of throttled down the drives. And
here's the fumble.
Oh, boy. They
ball
got
on the ground on the faulty handoff, and North is going to come up with the ball, I believe. Yes, sir. That is the 5th takeaway of the afternoon by this Titan defense.
Yeah, that's just an uphill battle that no team is. Rare circumstances do you have 5 turnovers and you're able to command a game, Nick. It's just too much. And
it's like the quarterback and the running back not quite on the same page there.
Yeah, yep.
It comes off the right hip of the senior Mills.
But a lot of this is the penetration, Nick, that's coming from the it's been very difficult for them to get anything going. Let's credit that defensive line and linebacker core of the Nashua North Titans, Nick. They've done a terrific job today.
Fumble was recovered by Melvin Fernandez. On 1st and 10, back to work for Rosario. Another carry. He's approaching 20 totes this afternoon. He's inside the 30 after a 2-yard pickup. 2nd and 8 coming from the Bronco 29.
Yep.
As we approach 2 minutes remaining third quarter.
Well, I'm sure that they're going to just continue to run the football, try to burn clock. If there's going to be a pass, it'll be something just kind of a short. No sense giving oxygen to the opposition when you're up by almost 4 touchdowns.
Back to Rosario on 2nd and 8. Cuts it upfield inside the 25. Spun down at about the 22-yard line as both Kelly and Porter combine on the stop. The 2 tackle leaders this afternoon for Alvirne. Rosario will set up a 3rd down and 1 after a gain of 7 there. 18 carries unofficially this afternoon for the senior Steven Rosario. Didn't play much last year. As a junior, Coach Zabola said he improved a lot in the offseason.
What a great job he's done today.
And obviously has been one of the key cogs this afternoon as he moves the sticks there on a 2-yard pickup.
Well, Jonathan Santana for Alvirne's defense, Nick, he's just done a terrific job today. Struggled a little bit in the second quarter with getting pinned in, and he changed his strategy and his positioning, and he's just done a terrific job.
Alvirne again with a no-huddle out of the pistol. They throw. Catch made in the flat by Peters. He's going to drag 2 men with him down inside the 15-yard line. Drohan giving credit for the tackle. Peters starting to see his role increase here offensively in the second half as we enter the final minute of this third quarter. That's his 3rd catch of the frame. And it goes for 7. 35 yards on 3 catches for Peters. 2nd down and 3. Rosario left side sneaks through a crack. Is met at the 11 and driven down right there. That's
nice
close to
play.
A 1st down. I think he's a bit short. Tackle there by Kyle Dufour.
It's like about a half a yard.
The senior out of the secondary for Alvirne. Yeah, 3rd and less than a yard on the other side as the Titans will let the clock expire here in the third quarter. North extending their halftime lead from 20 to now 27-0. And maybe 12 minutes away from another trip to the quarterfinals. Is North going to cruise to the finish line, or will Alvirne put up a fight over the final 12 minutes? We find out on the other side. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
3rd down and 1 coming up here for the Titans as they threaten to break this thing wide open. Out in front here, 27-0 over Alvirne. In our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. Playoff doubleheader here for you as we're just getting going here in the Gate City. Dover and BG coming away tonight with a 6 o'clock Eastern Time kick. Nick and Astis, Steve Beals with you. Titans, they're going to be stopped shy on 3rd and 1 as 3 different Broncos meet Rosario at the line of scrimmage, including Ryan Rocheleau, who's got unofficially 6 tackles there at the defensive end spot. 4th down and a little less than 2 on the way. The Titan offense will stay on the field. Canaway in the pistol, Rosario behind him. Here's a hard count. Alvirne threatening to blitz, and now the Titans may have just changed up the play. Coach Zabolis in direct communication with his junior signal caller. He may have to use a timeout here. Play clock winding down, and Coach Zabolis will call for time. Our broadcast brought to you by Beals Insurance, locations in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Visit BealsInsurance.com. Also by MG Sports Fundraising. That's fundraising made easy. MG Sports Fundraising, the official fundraising partner of Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. Visit MGSportsFundraising.com. Start raising money for your team today. Also by New Hampshire iPhone Repair. It's done while you wait. It's backed by their lifetime warranty, now with 5 locations in southern New Hampshire and on the seacoast. Visit NHIPhoneRepair.com. By the New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NHTomahawks.com and also girls.NHTomahawks.com. And finally, by Spectrum Monthly, powerful local advertising solutions. Find out more at SpectrumMonthly.com. North, late in the first quarter, got on the board. A John Canaway to Jonathan Torres hookup from 14 yards out, made it 6-0. Second quarter, a pair of 4-yard touchdowns for Steven Rosario extended the lead at 20-0. That was our halftime score. Meanwhile, North going to go to the air on 4th and 1, and this one is incomplete at the goal line. Kind of a low throw there from Canaway, intended for Adrian Lazo, and the Broncos may have just caught a break. Meanwhile, Lazo is still down. May have landed on the football there.
Don't know, Nick, but this is officiating at its best. Look at the positioning that this official is in to see that. Right, he knows exactly where he's supposed to be. He saw it go on the ground. You're going to probably see it right here.
That's the back judge, Ernie Rayrig.
Sure enough, there it was. Slipping on the ground. You got to give just good officiating in playoff games. All games, but especially playoff games, are so critical, Nick. And he is right there.
Good to see Lazo up as well. Walks off the field having a conversation with the trainer. Well, this one 20-0 at halftime. North with 3 takeaways in that first half. 2 more takeaways defensively in the third quarter. Rosario scores his 3rd touchdown about midway through, and that is where we are, 27-0. North hoping to punch their ticket to Portsmouth in next week's quarterfinal.
Just not going to outrun Luke Peters there, Nick. Got to start turning up field quicker. If you're stretching him out and he's catching you, that's the time to turn up and cut in. Grab the yardage that's available. You're just not going to beat him around the corner.
Just a 1-yard pickup for Aiden Mills, who has been stifled today.
Yes.
25 yards on the ground on 9 carries.
But how about that Alvirne defense again, Nick, stopping that drive. I just don't think the score is indicative of their work that they and body work they have put in today. They've done a terrific job dealing with 5 turnovers. Just get off the field and you got to go back in.
Mills on 2nd down.
But Nashua looking good. and multiple people. It looks balanced. It isn't just one or two guys that are getting it done. They've got a lot of moving parts, Nick, on their defense and offense that are just getting the job done against Alvirne today.
Including Jack Krulikowski, the junior.
Exactly.
Just made the tackle there, his second stop of the afternoon.
Yeah, and their angles of attack are good. They're swarming to the football defensively, that's what you always look for, but swarming in control and making a lot of good, proper reads of the offensive movement. Everything's working in sync.
3rd and 8 from their own 13. Boudreau puts Santana in motion, hands to him. It's a sweep. Trying to find the edge. He does so. He's got the first down. Pushed out of bounds by Kobe Perry.
Really have enjoyed watching him play on both sides of the ball today. He is going to give you everything he's got no matter what the score is. I like that attitude that he says, this is the way I play, and I'm going to play my best no matter what. I really like his defensive work today at defensive end. Has done a good job.
And he's got 5 tackles.
Yeah.
At the cornerback spot. And he's touched the ball now 3 times on offense, all in the second half. It's a 14-yard play, one of Alvirne's longest from scrimmage this afternoon. From their own 27, Boudreau fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, and the junior quarterback is met with resistance just shy of the 30-yard line after what looks like a 3-yard pickup. Krulikowski in there again for Nashua North. Been a tough afternoon for Sean Boudreau. 4 interceptions. Our director, Ben Beals, by the way, confirmed that he was hit on that.
Yeah, I saw that.
4th interception.
Yeah.
Also lost a fumble on the previous drive.
Well, his arm was hit.
His arm was hit. Meanwhile, a reverse. Near side, first carry for Cole Dion, trying to get the senior involved.
Looks like there
the
may be a
co-captain
hold.
is pushed out of bounds, but there's a flag back at the line of scrimmage.
Didn't really see the hole. Be looking forward to, or not looking forward, but interested in seeing this again. I think it was the block downfield that. Here you go. Here it is on the right-hand side. I didn't see it. Wonder what's the call? Still talking about it?
I believe it's a hold against Alvirne.
It would seem that way where the flag was thrown. But
the offense backed up, and indeed, we hear from Steve Hall that is the call. So that's the 5th penalty of the afternoon.
Yeah,
against Alvirne.
Is every time
and the 4th against the offense.
Every time they move the sticks or are close to it, they just a penalty of flag.
3 procedural penalties in that first half at inopportune times. Here's a completion. Second catch for Cam Drohan, the senior. Gets some of that penalty yardage back. We'll set up a 3rd down and 12. It's a 5-yard gain. Meanwhile, clock continuing to tick. Been a fast-moving one here in Nashua. There's nearly 4 minutes already burned off this 4th quarter clock. Reminder, Steve and I will get something to eat between games and then come right back for a 5:45 pregame for Dover and Bishop Girton, which comes your way at 6 o'clock.
Nice pass.
Here's Drohan. Makes the catch with some room. Tackled by the man in coverage, Kobe Perry. And that is a first down. You're right.
Boudreau's mechanics there. Watch him when he goes back on his feet. Yeah, seem to be in control. That's good mechanics there by Boudreau. That ball didn't sail. He had it right on target.
Drohan, 3 catches, 28 yards. 2 of those grabs coming on this drive. Man in motion is Dion. They're going to roll out Boudreau on 1st and 10. He's in trouble, and he's sacked.
Yeah.
That's Atkinson. He's having a game, Steve.
He is.
5 tackles and a sack now for the senior, who brought his own support section as well. There's a few family members, it looks like, with the Atkinson number 9 shirts on down in the crowd.
Well, one of the things that I like about this defense, Nick, and you get in the playoffs, you've got to have a solid defense. But they're swarming to the ball. There's oftentimes the initial hit, and then within a split second, there's 1-2 other guys there. That's a team defense working in sync.
2nd and 15. Screen for Drohan. He's got room down that sideline. He's at midfield, and I believe has a first down.
Yeah, I don't know if this is the corners kind of pulling back a little bit, nobody behind me, and it's opening up some stuff underneath. But this is much better offensive work by the Broncos, Nick.
Yeah. This drive began back inside their own 15-yard line.
Yep.
They approach midfield, the 3rd down and 1 after a 14-yard grab there from Drohan. Nearing the midway point here, 4th quarter. Alvirne trying to piece something together here, hoping to get on the board.
Again, Nick, got a few yards, but you're not running through the hole with power and speed and the sort of immediacy that you need to be able to catch a defense off guard. When you kind of are looking and just not and kind of jogging through the hole, it just opens up opportunities for the defense to tackle you behind the line or at the line.
It's play number 11 here of the drive, the lengthiest of the afternoon for Alvirne. After a 5-yard pickup for Aiden Mills, 1st and 10 from the Titan 47. So right side run, and Santana is spun down by Rosario, flung out of bounds at about the 46 after a gain of 1.
Again, not giving up easily is Santana. Playing a fine football game within himself, and he's doing everything he can for his team. I mean, to get 2 yards on that play, you got to work for it there. That should have been probably right back at the line of scrimmage, and it's just his extra effort that's getting it done.
Just past the midway point, 4th quarter. Lengthy drive here for the Broncos, their longest of the afternoon. Against a 4-man front, Mills out of the gun, trying to bounce left side, has the 40, and is pushed out of bounds at about the 38-yard line. Mills showing a little bit of speed there. He's been bottled up pretty well by this Titan defense. Able to get the corner there and pick up 7 more to set up his team with a 3rd and 1.
Looked like a good run. You don't see many people outrun Peters around the edge, but he turned it on there. 3rd and 1?
3rd and 1.
Yep.
From the Titan 37. A tight end right side. They'll go right side with Mills, and he's got the edge. First down and then some. Looking for the 30 now. Stiff arm as he is escorted out of bounds by Kobe Perry. 3rd tackle for the sophomore. Mills, another chunk run there. It's like a gain of 7, and again a first down. Back-to-back 7-yard pickups. For the senior co-captain, likely playing in his final game. Say that's safe to say at this point as we approach 5 minutes to go. It's still 27-0 North.
Yeah, that would be a miracle, wouldn't it?
Alvirne hoping to get into the red zone for the first time this afternoon. 2 receivers each side. Boudreau, play fake, now going to throw. It's deep, it's down the near side, and it's caught for a touchdown by Cam Drohan. A 31-yard hookup through the air. That ball was well thrown.
Well thrown. Boudreau's mechanics in the second half, Nick, have been much better than in the first half. And that was a great route there because he kept on fading away, which makes it difficult for the defender to go back and further out towards the corner. And that ball was just put in a perfect spot. And that's going to make Alvirne feel a little better, showing the crowd and their fans what they can do offensively when they put the pieces together. So well done. Congratulations to them. Coming late in the game, but nevertheless, good drive.
Lengthy drive. 16
Very lengthy
plays.
Drive, yep. But Boudreau hit on 3 passes anyway that were well-thrown balls and getting on track. But like I say, other than that, it's been Nashua North all day long. But for Alvirne, they're on the board. Get the goose egg off. That's got to feel better.
14 plays officially.
Yeah. Is it really 14?
14 plays, over 5 minutes taken off the clock, 88 yards, capped off by a 31-yard touchdown strike from Boudreau to Drohan.
And they actually had a penalty on them that they were able to work through and get that first down. So,
Drohan was the man on that drive, 4 catches,
yep.
including the 31-yard score.
Good concentration by the receiver there, Nick. Who was that receiver? I didn't get his number.
Cam Drohan.
That was Cam Drohan. So nice, good concentration there, Nick, to keep his eyes on the ball. The defender can only do what he did. You can't pay any attention. You just got to go back, go up and get it, and he did. So,
still over 5 minutes to go, and it looks like Alvirne is going to try an onside kick here. We got a flag, and they're going to blow this dead.
May have offsides there.
I think somebody went early for
I think
Alvirne.
so, too.
Officials talk about it. And most likely, it'll be the 6th penalty of the afternoon against the Broncos.
So they're waiting to mark it off. Okay. Looks like the official's asking them what they want to do. They gonna?
Well, both officials.
Are they gonna decline it?
Or they're both head coaches receiving explanations from the officials.
Yeah, I think he.
So we're going to do it again here from the 40-yard line. The ball on the tee on the far hash.
Yeah.
So Boudreaux is ready, approaches, swings the leg, taps it towards the sideline, takes a high bounce, and North's got it.
Yep. Didn't even go the 10 yards.
Nope.
But he came around the corner, got number 7. John was that Canaway?
No, that's Louis Mazarol, the junior tight end.
What number?
26, short-handed
26,
there.
okay.
As Mazarol
when they're
able to
way
secure
over the
it.
other side of the field and they kind of come in different directions from the same spot, it's hard to pick up who it was that did it.
Yeah, Canaway was in the area.
So, nice job.
So, North going to start the drive in Bronco territory at the Alvirne 48-yard line with just over 5 minutes to go here. We're going to run out the rest of this clock.
Some fans starting to file away here, head out.
Yep. Some of those in the crowd, some of the Portsmouth players doing some in-stadium scouting here at Stellos. Of course, they'll face most likely Nashua North next weekend. So, if North hangs on to win, that'll be the 2-7 matchup in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, so in Portsmouth.
Yep.
Not a fun place to play if you're not Portsmouth.
Especially in November with that wind.
Yeah, they've shown me today, though, Nick, they've got a lot of the pieces. You could see why Coach Sabonis, we talked about him multiple times, felt the way he did. You could see on Thursday night the way he felt about his team. And they've certainly demonstrated that sort of unity and that sort of playing together principles with a lot of technique and a lot of heart.
Defense came away with 5 takeaways today to help set the stage. Had a 20-0 lead at halftime, 27-0 at the end of the third.
Yep.
Alvirne moments ago pieced together their longest drive of the afternoon to get on the board. But North has looked good on their way to their 4th straight win.
Mm-hmm.
And certainly, I would imagine, you're going to give Portsmouth everything they can handle next weekend.
Is there no way? There's no way that could change. It has to
the
be.
seeds do not.
Has to be what it is. Right. Exactly.
There is no reseeding.
Correct.
Here's a direct snap to Dylan Noble. He's been a star on defense today, the sophomore with 3 interceptions.
He's had a nose for the ball.
And that's his first carry on offense, his first touch offensively. Going to set up a 4th down and 3.
Yep.
After a 4-yard pickup there. And
they're going to call it.
Yeah, Coach Sabonis wanted him to go down.
Substitutions here.
I think he wanted him to go down inbounds there.
Yeah, I was just going to bring that up, and I said, it's late in the game. I won't bother. But I do not understand why he did not go down inbounds. But
they're going to stop it with 3:54 remaining. All right, the punt coming up. It's been a rare punt. First punt since halftime for Nashua North. I just saw Zadarius Smith, the junior.
You know, Tom
gets 2 punts in that first half.
Tom gets awful grumpy when the Tom Pound closes. I'll tell you that. He gets awful cranky.
This is not Smith, rather, but Joshua Bozick. It's a pretty good punt. Drohan a fair catch just outside the 10-yard line at the 11. So 3:47 to go. And Alvirne will bring the offense back out one more time. Coming up after this one, full recap, stats, highlights, analysis, plus 3 other preliminary Division I games in progress right now. We'll get updates there. So some agenda items.
Let's
on the
get
way
right
after
on
game.
those, too, after the game. You like to tease it.
Yep, that's what we do in the business, Steve.
No, you got to give people what they want, though.
Exactly. They'll get it in the postgame. 3:47. Mills back out. The starters still going hard here for Alvirne. Can't question the effort, to your point, Steve. They've battled all afternoon.
No way.
And they're going to hand to Mills here. He's trying to escape to his left, and he's spun down by Darius Smith.
Yeah, when you run into that situation, you go right into the belly of the defender and try to drive him back and grab 4 or 5 yards. Watch him here. Kind of tentative, slows that. Don't slow down and stand up. Just go right into him and grab the yardage that's available. Just got to make sure with Tom that he didn't say that too. Tom, you didn't say that. Right. Apparently I'm plagiarizing Tom without realizing it.
Yeah, we've got.
And all I said was,
we've got 2 broadcasters.
all I know is great minds think alike, Tom.
We've got ETV's broadcast. They're set up right next
great
to us.
guys.
Here
I hate to admit it, but they're all great guys. I hate to admit it, though.
So if you're wondering what we're talking about,
we have a lot of fun.
That's what it is. Tom King and
I think they know.
Up here in the booth.
Well, Tom, we talk as a regular guest on our Gridiron program. Love to have him.
Yep.
He had a rough year at the Tom Pound. Lousy weather, closed early, and it just gets him irritable. So we're thinking of holding a collection for him to send him down to like Key West or something for about 2 weeks, and that'll right before the finals game, so he's in a good mood at the finals.
Little sunshine.
Sunshine.
May do some wonders.
But the Tom Pound is a beautiful place.
3rd and 10 from the 12-yard line. Boudreau, a clean pocket, goes over the middle.
Ooh.
That one is tipped up and
How about
caught
that?
by Santana for a first down. He's still on his feet. He's going to spin his way across the 30.
Well, that young man could play for me anytime. I'll tell you, I love the way he's hurt, though. He looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Slow to get up.
He has
After a 22-yard gain on the tip pass.
Well, I don't know who your parents are, Mr. Santana, but I will tell you, they ought to be proud of the effort and the heart that you put into this football game today. It certainly impressed me, and I know many others as well, Nick.
Unofficially, 5 tackles defensively, 5 touches offensively.
It just seems like more because he's been everywhere.
Including that one, which went for 22. Meanwhile, a blitz off the edge, picked up. Boudreau going to go deep. This is knocked away, incomplete.
Nice job by Cam Droram. Sorry about that, Cam. Drohan.
Yeah, made a good adjustment on the ball, nearly came down with it. Kobe Perry over there in coverage, the sophomore, may have gotten a piece as well. A 2nd and 10 coming with the clock stopped at 2:26.
Cam did a good job going back for that ball. If nothing else, he stopped another interception, but he almost was able to get it. So
2nd and 10.
You can see why these guys had the record and why they were here, Nick. They're just playing a loaded team here with the Titans. And
Boudreau off the back foot, knocked away. That would have been the 4th interception for Dylan Noble, but the sophomore just took his eye off it, and a 3rd and 10 as the result.
Kenaway was open, had a lot of space early, but it closed up by the time the ball got there. On that, I think he saw him late, and you see there was able to close the gap, but Kenaway had some space, but Boudreau was getting chased down at the time. He wasn't able to get a strong throw.
3rd and 10 coming. 2:20 remaining. Alvirne still showing fight despite the lopsided 27-7 score. Boudreau is going to tuck and run and get the first down.
And out of bounds. Good decision by Boudreau to choose to run. If it's not there, go.
11-yard grab on the ground for Boudreau.
Yep.
His longest run of the afternoon. And he's got his team at the Bronco 46-yard line.
2:10 to play.
Broncos will spread it again. Going to have Drohan on an island here near side. Given plenty of room by the cornerback, Perry. They look his way. They throw underneath. The catch is made near the stick. And he's got a first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Boy, that had as much velocity on it as any ball he's thrown today, Nick. That was, and a lot of that is mechanics. Watch the mechanics. He's able to set his back foot and throw a cross body like that. He's a strong young man.
Had some zip on it.
Yep.
Alvirne getting to the line quickly. The throw for Drohan is reeled in for a catch. 16-yarder sets up Alvirne just outside the 26-yard line.
Wonder what would have happened if they started this game at 3 o'clock, Nick. Maybe I don't know if it's a biorhythm issue or what, but, boy, their offense is playing well now. But
Drohan has come alive here in this fourth quarter.
He sure has, and Boudreaux has as well. They've played a good fourth quarter here at quarterback. But, I mean, let's be honest, some of that is that the North Titans keeping things in front of them.
Yep.
And which is going to open up the underneath stuff down the field.
They're giving 8-9 yards on the outside. Meanwhile, this one is tipped incomplete as Peters leaves his feet. Got his right hand on it. Landed pretty hard inside the 10.
Yeah, that's what you don't want right now.
He came down a little awkwardly and is going to limp his way to the home sideline.
Yeah, it's – oh, boy.
This crowd goes dead silent here in Nashua.
That's what you don't want to happen late in games where you've got a real healthy lead. And,
of course, he's one of their best players.
Oh, arguably for sure.
And the junior would be, of course, sorely missed if he is forced to miss time. But let's not jump to conclusions.
Yeah.
He's down receiving attention from the training staff.
That's good news there. It looks like it's a cramp, Nick.
2nd and 10, Drohan. There's a flag on the play. The wide receiver screen for now, if it stands, would be another Alvirne first down. Let's see what the penalty is here.
He's pointing at Alvirne, so holding apparently.
Yep.
I didn't see the last one. Probably was out of the view of our camera, but we'll take a look at this one on replay and hopefully see.
It's the second holding penalty of the quarter against Alvirne. And their 7th of the afternoon.
Here we go. We're going to take a look at this again.
7th penalty of the afternoon.
I mean,
comes with 1:33 to go.
Oh, there it is right there. Yeah, clearly. Good call. Number 9.
It's Cole Dion, the senior.
Cole Dion holding right at the point of attack. Good call by the official.
So the hold obviously occurred downfield, so we're back to the original line of scrimmage. Looking for Drohan, incomplete. Rainbow pass broken up at the last moment on a good defensive effort by Kobe Perry.
Yeah, what a nice defensive play. Ball had a lot of air under it, Nick, so it was able to allow Corey to get back in time. But you got to be impressed with the recovery speed of these defensive backs. Good job. Good effort by Drohan, but just not. Yeah, there you go.
Perry has played well, had an interception back in the first half. One of 5 Nashua North takeaways defensively.
Yeah.
And just denied the Broncos a potential touchdown there. So 3rd down and 10. 1:16 to go. Boudreaux to his right, throws across the body. It is tipped, and Santana's got another grab off the tip. Saw this everywhere. At the beginning of the drive. Santana, right place, right time, sure-handed. He's got Alvirne in the red zone at the 13-yard line, a first down coming.
This senior is in a tough situation, exemplifying what hard is all about. Look at this. The reason he caught this football is because he's in the game. He's dialed in till the last second goes. This guy is been very impressive today. I called it early in the game. I could see him fighting for position on outside. This kid deserves a tremendous amount of credit for the way he's played. This is for any high school player, watch the game he's played today, and that's just nothing but attitude and class right there.
Meanwhile, Santana shake it up as well.
Not surprised.
After pulling that one in for a 14-yard gain. Here's Drohan, touchdown Alvirne. That's a 14-yarder. It comes on the slant. Drohan's big second half continues.
Offense is waking up.
Alvirne trying to save a little bit of face here at the
I'd
tail end
say they've done
of the
that.
fourth quarter.
And, Nick, not with something that's been easy. They've been fighting and working. Boudreaux has completely changed, his mechanics on the field ever since he came out in the second half. And this is why the team had the record they had. They don't give up.
Boudreaux's extra point is up and good.
And you know where that comes from.
So back-to-back touchdowns here in the final 6 minutes. It's Alvirne never quitting, but just about out of time here with 41 seconds and still a 13-point deficit.
Yeah. Boudreaux's shown his better half of football talent that he can provide. It looked, everything, all the mechanics, everything just seemed off for the first 2.5 quarters. And then towards the end of the third quarter and the fourth quarter, he just began to shape up his throws. I think some of it is he was able to get a little bit of time to throw. The defense began to back off just a little bit, keep everything in front of you. You want to make sure you win the game, and they're not rushing with the sort of intensity that they were before. And then once you're able to give him a little bit of room and get the patterns out and allow the passing routes, he was able to sit comfortably and fire the ball. So, but in the first 2.5 quarters, Nashua North was just bringing it, and it was just never giving him an ability to get comfort in the pocket, and that's where a lot of those turnovers came from. So
now another onside kick attempt. Saw one earlier in the quarter fail. This one will take a high bounce.
It's out. It's out. I think it went out of bounds, though.
So North will have the football, looking to tuck away the final 37 seconds.
Yep.
I'm going to spot it, it looks like, right at midfield. Reminder, after the game, a quick break. We'll come back, recap, stats and highlights, and an out-of-town scoreboard coming up as well. As a lot of the other games, 3 other in progress in Division I, all preliminary round matchups. We'll get those scores to you as well.
Well, right from the start, we
have a timeout by Alvirne.
Yeah.
With 37 seconds to go.
You want to do credits or you want to? Oh, we good.
Credits?
We're good. No, your reads.
Go ahead.
So one of the things this game started with is everything was put together here in this venue very, very well in the beginning and very organized. Had the ROTC out there playing the anthem. Nice crowd today. Really, really good crowd.
Yep.
Good numbers out there. And then love the way being able to come out of the tunnel there with both teams, and just came together very, very nicely. But the first half was this is the kind of football, the last quarter and a half, that I was kind of expecting. Nashua North has earned what certainly looks like a win today, unless some miracle happens for them. But Alvirne did not check out of the game. They gave their fans and showed their fans what they can do. I don't know, like I said before, if that was a 12 o'clock start issue where
could have been.
Everybody's kind of just not still waking up and stuff, but they've woken up here in the second half for sure.
2 touchdowns on their final 2 drives, both lengthy drives.
Yeah, very methodical drives, working down the field.
All right, the backup quarterback, Gavin Flynn, will take a knee. And that's going to do it.
Yeah, you see the respect on the field.
So Nashua North back in the quarterfinals for another season. And second-year head coach Chad Zabolis guides his team to their 4th straight win overall by what's going to be a final score of 27-14. The Titans scored the first 27 points of the game tonight. Alvirne showing some fight in that fourth quarter to cut the deficit. But in the end, 5 turnovers, too much to overcome for the Broncos. The Titans force the issue, and they're going to meet Portsmouth next weekend in the Port City in the quarterfinal round.
Yeah, that's going to be after watching Nashua play today. When it really meant something in those first 3 quarters before they got a very comfortable lead and changed their defensive posture. You saw a team with a lot of fight on all 3 phases of the game. I think the interior lines are going to be what they need to bring to Portsmouth if they're going to, because Portsmouth's got very good defense, offensive line, got some great skill players. Looking forward to seeing that result. I'm also looking forward to seeing some of these scores to see where our seedings are going to be. We're an hour behind because we started early from the rest of the games. But hopefully, Nick will be able to get all these seedings done, know who are going to be playing next week. But, this particular game here, I think if there's one thing you're going to come out of it is on the Alvirne side, the Broncos side, is now why they had the record they did. They've got a lot of fight. They don't give up. They don't quit, and that comes from the coaches, community, and program on down to the kids demonstrating on the field. On the Titan side, they are exactly where we sense Coach DeBolis thought his team was. They're a solid football team, and don't blink or don't take them lightly or they're going to hurt you. So Portsmouth better be ready for them when they come in. I'm sure they will.
All right. We'll come back with stats, highlights, and analysis in just a moment. 27-14 is our final. North a winner here in our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. Don't waste another season. Raise more funds than ever before and become another football program in New Hampshire that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit MGSportsFundraising.com to start raising money for your team today. The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school varsity and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com.
Hey, I'm Chad, the owner of New Hampshire iPhone Repair. We're New Hampshire's most trusted and affordable repair shop for your iPhone, iPad, iPod, and even Android needs. Don't worry, we're affordable, reliable, and we back our parts with a lifetime warranty. And you know what the best part is? No, what? We can repair your phone while you wait.
I know, that's why I'm here.
Oh, I know, Mrs. Green. Here's your iPad, good as new. Bring your phone into New Hampshire iPhone Repair today.
Buy local and save big. For over 26 years, Spectrum Monthly has been providing great local offers from businesses in New Hampshire and Massachusetts, delivered to your mailbox every month. Spectrum is chock full of savings from your favorite businesses. From local restaurants and retail stores to entertainment, fitness, and home improvement services. You'll have easy access to thousands of dollars in savings, including exclusive offers for Spectrum readers. Every month, enter our readership contest for a chance at winning cash and local gift certificates. Spectrum Monthly, no one brings you better offers.
27-14 is our final score here at Stello Stadium. Nashua North a winner. They'll face Portsmouth in the quarterfinal round in Portsmouth. That's a Friday night game. We just found out 6 o'clock. Most likely it'll be covered here on Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. North got things rolling early. A 14-yard touchdown pass from John Canaway to Jonathan Torres late in the first quarter opened up the scoring. 6-0. Was our score after the first. A pair of 1-yard touchdowns, a pair of 4-yard touchdowns from senior running back Steven Rosario in the second quarter. Gave North leads of 13-0 and then 20-0. The Titan defense forced 3 takeaways in that first half as well. Third quarter, the defense continues to hum as the sophomore Dylan Noble comes up with his 3rd pick to set up a short field. And then a fumble recovery as well by by Melvin Hernandez of the Titans. All in all, 5 takeaways by this defensive unit for Coach Zabolis. Third quarter, the Titans out in front 20-0. Final 4 minutes. Rosario gets his 3rd touchdown, this one from a yard out, to make it 27-0. That was our score going into the 4th. But Alvirne showing fight. They pieced together 2 long drives, both end in touchdowns. Sean Boudreau to Cam Drohan from 31 yards out, and then in the final minute they hook up again from 14 out. All in all, 2 touchdown throws for Boudreau this afternoon and 2 touchdown grabs for Cam Drohan. He had 7 of his 8 catches, Drohan, come in the second half. Ends up with a $110 through the air and 2 touchdowns. Jonaven Santana, to your point, Steve, playing well on both sides of the football for Alvirne. 49 yards in the air and 20 more on the ground. Some of these numbers, all unofficial. From North, John Canaway did most of his damage on the ground and in the first half. Paced North with 59 rushes, 59 rushing yards on 11 carries. Added 20 more in the second half. And Rosario, the 3 touchdowns, go pretty nicely with his 70 yards on the ground on 20 carries. North wins it by a final of 27-14. Again, will travel to Portsmouth next weekend in the 7-2 matchup. That's a Friday night affair at 6 o'clock.
Look forward to that, Nick, but just a quick couple comments on this game. I thought Rosario, not just because he scored touchdowns, Nick, it was the way he played today. I thought he did a great job of fighting for every single yard. He was Johnny on the spot when they needed him on some 3rd and shorts and things like that. I just think the balance of the game in which he played was very critical today in that first half when they really took control of the game. Canaway, Boudreau, I thought, played a quarter and a half of good football, but a lot of that was based on the defensive pressure that was relieved on playing more of a prevent defense and gave him time. But give him credit. He showed what he can do when he's given a little bit of time. Thought he did a good job there. But Canaway, I was speaking of Boudreau. Now I'm speaking of Canaway, excuse me. Yep. Canaway, I thought, just did, sometimes you're not going to be prolific passer in a game. You take what is given to you, what the game gives to you. And I thought Canaway does one thing, is he leads this football team. He's calm. He plays with heart, and he's the decision making. He didn't do anything today to put his team into trouble because he knew that where their strengths were, and he played to those strengths. And that's a sign of a smart leader, and that's what they're going to need if they're going to go into Portsmouth and give them a solid game. I expect them to go in, give everything they had. They got players like Peters, Rosario, Canaway, and so many other, I wouldn't even call them mid-tier, Nick. They're the guys kind of behind the scenes that just are tough, rugged, tactically sound, and they're football players. And if they come and bring and work together like they did today, they have a fighting chance to stay in that game, and who knows what can happen. But congratulations to the Titans today. Congratulations to the Alvirne Broncos for a tremendous season for a program that was down in Division II that decided to come back in Division I, kind of going back and forth there with that, and they're a playoff football team. They can go home knowing that they're seniors, that they took their team to the playoffs. Now, junior classmen, what are you going to do from here on in with a coach and a program that's got this team going in the right direction? Yeah. Good for Hudson, good for Alvirne.
Yeah, one of the Broncos' better seasons in quite a while.
Definitely.
Going from 1 win a year ago
proud of what they did.
5 regular season wins this season. So congratulations to first-year head coach Matt Lee and his
terrific
staff.
Job.
For the Titans, the season continues. They will head to Portsmouth next Friday night. And again, we may or may not, wink, wink, be there in the port city. I would count on it if I were you. All right, want to thank everybody here. Lisa Gingras, of course, the Nashua athletic director, giving us the green light. Appreciate that. Our friends up here in the booth, including Pete Johnson and the crew over at ETV, Steve Beals, the whole 9 yards.
How about Roby? You got to give Roby's a
Coach
Tim
Roby,
O'Neill, the whole crowd.
Took off. Of course, Tim O'Neill, one of the better cameramen statewide. We appreciate his contributions.
And we certainly appreciate our own, don't we?
We do. And that includes, of course, a 3-man crew behind the lens, John Barron spearheading the setup, and 2 men in the end zones today. Ben Beal is back in the studio. We'll get to him in a moment. His brother Matt came up from D.C. and was in the north end zone. And good to have Ian Maluski back in the crew as well in the end zone. Kristen Beals gets a well-deserved day off. All right, for our director, the man behind the curtain, Ben Beals, back in the Beals Insurance Studios, and my partner, executive producer, Steve Beals. My name is Nick Anastas, saying so long. Final score, final time, Nashua North 27, Alvirne 14. Reminder, we're back on the air later tonight, 5:45 pregame, 6 o'clock kick between Dover and Bishop Girton.
Yeah.
You don't want to miss it.
No.
This does it for our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.